seal coating and line striping, and by the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS.
And we now go live to Brian Morozak. Brian. WMPS.
We lost you there.
All right, stand by.
Law firm, you won't pay us anything until we win your case.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
From Mustang Field here at Laurel Highlands High School, it's time for high school football action on WMBS, the Triple M High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Tonight, the 2-3 Laurel Highlands Mustangs host the 4-1 Chartiers Valley Colts. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supercar, our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group. And insurance agent David Hughes will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream tonight courtesy of Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair and M&R Transit. And Steve, just the second all-time meeting between these two schools, the first last year, won by the Colts over the Mustangs 42-14. But if you remember back, the game was actually much closer than that final score indicated, as Laurel Highlands had a 14-13 lead in the third quarter before things slipped away.
Yeah, just kind of unraveled there in the fourth quarter. And, of course, completely different look this year for the Mustangs. Of course, the injuries have riddled the offense down to, a freshman quarterback, a couple backup running backs. And, so it's been tough for the Mustangs to get anything going offensively. And, they're going to have to kind of figure a way to at least hold on to the football to sustain some drives. They had too many turnovers and too many quick scores last week. And Mustangs are just going to have to do a little better job if they want to stay in this game.
They've been in a real funk, suffering blowout losses the last 3 weeks against Southmoreland, Indiana, and Mount Pleasant. Won't get any easier tonight against Chartiers Valley. In fact, the Mustangs over the last 3 weeks have been outscored 149-14.
Yeah, it's been a tough go. You feel bad for the kids. I mean, they just, we're talking about mercy rule middle of early second quarter now. When it's going to happen. It's just they just been, just getting pummeled, and they just haven't. Defensively they're decent, and they're hanging in there, but the offense is just putting them in such bad positions and giving up too many easy short fields and easy scores for the other team. So the Mustangs have to do something offensively. The freshman quarterback, he was terrific in that first game when he came in, and it's just been getting tougher for him to get his wits about him. He just had a couple of bad interceptions last week, and they've just the running attack, Brian, hasn't helped him at all. He's just basically, when they run the football, they're just not getting any yards, and it's putting a freshman quarterback in a tough spot.
Well, it's going to be his show the rest of the way. Noah Lyon out now with a torn labrum. He will be able to play wide receiver, but won't play quarterback for the rest of the season. Of course, Gio Guerriere also lost for the year with that Achilles injury. Marion Jones expected back next week after a suspension. Cam Van Meter, offensive tackle, out tonight with a knee injury, and Scotty McLean still in concussion protocol. The Mustangs will get Nick Crouch back in the lineup tonight and Zymir Green on the offensive line. So that'll help a bit for Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, that should definitely help some. to protect the quarterback and maybe open up a few holes to get that rushing attack going a little bit to free up. If you get a couple of good runs, and all of a sudden now the defense has to kind of respect that, and then that could open up some things for the passing attack. I mean, he's proven that he could throw the football pretty well. It just doesn't, it's tough for a young kid to be out there trying to throw the football at varsity competition. You're just a freshman, and when you're getting a heavy rush coming at you, that's pretty difficult for a veteran quarterback, let alone a freshman.
Yeah, Chartiers Valley off to 4-1 start. They've had 4 straight wins after losing the opener to South Fayette, and impressive wins during that stretch, including an overtime win over West Allegheny. Knocked off Hampton last week. In fact, the only common opponent between these two schools is Indiana. Char Valley dominated Indiana 42-6. Of course, the Mustangs lost to the Little Indians 48-7, but of course anything can transpire tonight, and we'll have our eyes on Chartiers Valley's tailback Tayshawn Lewis, who has rushed for 410 yards on the season. They have a couple of good wide receivers, including Julius Best, a 6'1", 150-pound senior who has 17 receptions for 286 yards and 4 touchdowns. Their starting quarterback, Luke Miranda, missed the first 3 games of the season, but the last 2 weeks he's thrown for 280 yards and 4 touchdowns, and they really have a lot of weapons, Steve.
Yeah, a lot of weapons. A veteran team, just just more athletes to go around, and they just it's going to be a difficult task for the Mustangs. But you never know. There's only we always used to say on the playgrounds, there's only one ball, right? So just anything can happen. A couple turnovers, a couple of breaks here and there. And hopefully the Mustangs can stay in this game, make a game out of it.
Yeah, Big Six Conference opener with only 8 playoff spots available in 4A. Both teams can't avoid a slip-up tonight. When our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues, we get a preview of the Uniontown game tonight with TJ DeStefano. We'll also talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Aaron Raffle. Sean Spence, the head coach of the Chartiers Valley Colts, take a look back at this date in history for both Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. And, of course, talk to Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. That and more ahead when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS.
Busy day? Feeling unwell? Don't feel like driving, but need your prescriptions? No worries. Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up your prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Phone 724-626-9600 or visit farmanapharmacy.com. Farmana Pharmacy, prescription care and convenience delivered.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township. Best wishes for a great season from Jason Scott, who would appreciate your vote for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the county.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Braggs a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
And welcome back to our C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS. TJ DeStefano with you at Bill Powers Stadium here in Uniontown, as the Uniontown Red Raiders will host the Martins Ferry Purple Riders. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame is brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Call 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Uniontown 2-3 on the season, coached by Tim Burkowski in his first season. And the Red Raiders, of course, playing their fifth year in 17-23 is their record. They are coming in off a 46-10 loss at Albert Gallatin last week. Also, the Red Raiders, their other losses were to Laurel Highlands and Alderdice. Their wins over Perry and Brownsville. The Red Raiders have scored 56 points, allowed 148. They're averaging 11.2 a game and allowing 29.6 a game. And on the other side for Martins Ferry, they are out of Ohio, and they are coached by Justin Kropka in his fourth season, and his record is 22-13. This game came about after Martins Ferry was supposed to play Brownsville tonight, but Brownsville didn't have enough players to fill the team, and Uniontown was supposed to play Carrick, but with the stabbing that happened at Carrick High School earlier this week, the Raiders of Carrick were not playing here tonight. So Martins Ferry, they're 3-2 on the season. They have wins over Expression Prep Academy, Melbourne, and Lucas. Last week, their losses were to Independence, West Virginia, and Edison. The Purple Riders were 10-2 last year, and they play in the OVAC Class 3A, Division 6 in Region 23 out of Ohio. And their last conference title was in 2013, and they've had 18 playoff appearances with a record of 10-18 in those games. So it should be an interesting contest here tonight between Martins Ferry and Uniontown, and we will have the game on our WMBS YouTube page around 6:30 tonight, so hopefully you'll be able to join us then for all the action. So again, Martins Ferry and Uniontown coming up at 6:30 tonight here on our WMBS YouTube page. Now more of our C. Harper Auto Group High School. Oh, before we go, I'd also like to mention our live video stream sponsors tonight are going to be Potter's Bar and Grill and Montgomery Medical. So we will see you at 6:30 on our WMBS YouTube page. Now back to more of our C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night right after this on WMBS.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish our local football teams and fans the very best in 2025 and remind you that our board-certified gastroenterologists are always here to help you and your family with a wide variety of GI health issues. Lastly, please consider a screening colonoscopy. It's a 30-minute painless test that could save your life.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person, 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today. Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles. You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
hi, come on in. How are you?
When you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,944.
Big night of high school football coming your way here on WMBS. A pair of games. Uniontown taking on Martins Ferry, Ohio, a last-minute replacement for Carrick, while the Laurel Highlands Mustangs open up Big Six conference play, taking on the Chartiers Valley Colts. Being joined now by Aaron Raffel, the head coach of the Mustangs. And, Aaron, certainly a tough game last week against Mount Pleasant. You fell behind the Vikings early and weren't able to recover in your final non-conference game.
Yeah, definitely didn't go the way we had wanted it to. But again, you're right. We are a young team at the moment, and hoping to get some of our senior starters back here this week.
Well, one of the guys we get back is Nick Crouch, and certainly will make an impact.
Yeah, now Nick being a junior, he's got some good playing experience, and the guy's just an all-around athlete. So you'll see him on both sides of the ball and special teams as well.
The games really start to matter now as far as the conference standings and any postseason possibilities.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're like I said, we're trying to get some guys back and hopefully ramping up for the last half of the season.
Let's talk about the matchup with Chartiers Valley. They're off to a nice start, really playing some good football, sitting at 4-1 on the season.
Absolutely, they've got a very stout line, both offensively and defensively. So we're hoping to be able to match strength with those guys, and I think athletically would be all right on the outside. Skilled players, we're just going to make sure we can match up front.
Yeah, they have a lot of weapons. I'm sure you've seen in game film. Their tailback, Tayshawn Lewis, very impressive player. A couple of good wideouts in Best and Holland, and then their quarterback, Luke Miranda, missed the first 3 weeks of the season, but he's back, and certainly a solid pocket passer as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had our eyes on him. We want to make sure we can pressure him a little bit and try to get under his skin a little bit. We'll see how that goes.
Well, a special night for you as well. You're bringing back the 1989 Laurel Highlands team, which was actually the first Mustang team to make the WPIAL playoffs.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about that. I was lucky enough to be on that squad as well, and we want to try to recognize some of those guys. You guys may hear some names that sound familiar to you.
It's kind of interesting looking at some of the results of that season. You actually played Brownsville in the first round of the playoffs, which obviously I wasn't around the area back then, but that would be a huge deal around here to have two Fayette County teams meeting in a WPIAL playoff game.
Oh, absolutely, and Brownsville was a powerhouse then too. They were. It was always a tough game for us. It was always Brownsville and Uniontown were our favorite games, and as I recall correctly, that playoff game ended in a fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow!
So, that was. They were always a team to be contended with.
I saw they actually went 8-2 in the regular season that year, and you beat Brownsville during Week 5 of the regular season. And I'm sure there was a lot of excitement around the Laurel Highlands community having that type of record in the regular season, and of course, never being in the WPIAL playoffs until that year.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the first team in 22 years, and it was definitely a season filled with excitement, and we've got some pictures to remember those things. So yeah, I wanted to try to bring some of those guys out and congratulate them on that season, because I don't know if that's ever been formally done. So we want to make sure they've got some notoriety there.
Unfortunately, you won't have Jimmy Smith there, who passed away. Of course, he was the first back in WPIAL history to go over 2,000 yards in a season.
Oh, absolutely. Jimmy was tremendous. It was just a privilege to be on the field with that guy. I mean, some of the things that he had done. I remember the single season performance record was his game against Southmoreland with 413 yards and 6 touchdowns, and try to honor him as well as we can, and maybe try to make a bid to get him in the Fayette County Sports Hall of Fame.
I would think that's well deserved. Are any of his family members going to be able to attend on Friday?
We're actually looking into that. We're going to see if we can get possibly his daughter and grandson if we can.
Well, that'll be fantastic. And again, Coach, should be a fun night, not only for the football game, but bringing back the 1989 team. We appreciate your time as always. We'll see you out there at Mustang Field on Friday night.
Sounds good. I appreciate you. We'll see you on Friday.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach Aaron Raffel joining us here on the Browns Insurance Group pregame show. We'll have more on the way next.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club saving account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Hello. My name is James Santilli, and I'm asking for your vote this November for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds. As a lifelong county resident, it would be an honor to represent you. I have lived my life, both personally and professionally, treating others how I would want to be treated, always with the foundation of good faith, recognizing we all have so much in common. I am seeking a political position, but it should be an apolitical office. That's my promise. I hope you will consider voting for me this November.
Paid for by the candidate.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Prime Rosenick back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with Chartiers Valley head coach Steve Spence. The Colts opening up Big Six Conference play at Laurel Highlands tonight, taking on the Mustangs. And, Coach, really have to be happy with the start to the season. 4-1 as the first-year head coach here at Chartiers Valley.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely happy with getting off to a nice start. Real happy for our players and our seniors in particular. They've worked very hard in the off season and the preseason camp and everything to they've earned every inch of it. So I'm very happy for them.
And your first full year here as the head coach to talk about the whole transition process.
It's definitely different. It's definitely different than it is at the college level. There's differences with the biggest difference being that I don't have access to the kids basically 24/7 like you do at college. They instead of leaving practice and going home to their dorm rooms, they're going home. So, you have to get everything done by the time they leave. If practice is supposed to end at 5, their ride's here at 5. You kind of got to let them go. So it's little things like that are bits of are a transition for me and their learning experience. But at the end of the day, football is football, and discipline and physicality and things like that, accountability, those stay true, I think, at any level of football.
Now, you look at some of your impressive wins on the year, certainly that overtime victory over West Allegheny, you had Turner, and then last week you go on the road and knock off Hampton 22-13.
Yeah, two very, very good football teams, two very well-coached football teams. Both of those teams were very, very physical. Those were very physical football games. But that's what we preached to our guys really, in the off season was, we had to be, ready to match these teams on our schedule, physically, because we knew they were going to bring it. Obviously, nice to get that first win against West Allegheny in the fashion that we did. Taking the game into overtime, and then I don't know if we. I really didn't think much about the decision there at the end. I just kind of knew I wanted to go for 2, and we had one chance, one play from the 2 there for all or nothing, and so we just went for it, and we're fortunate enough to hit the play. And then again last week against Hampton, absolutely, again a well-coached physical football team. They were ready to go. They gave us all we could handle. Fortunate to come out on top.
And you certainly seem to be one of the sleeper programs, I think, right now in the Big Six. I don't know if a lot of folks are talking about you before the start of the season, but they're certainly talking about you now. And you look at Bella Vernon maybe being a little bit down. Trinity really hasn't proven themselves yet. Certainly Ringgold, an upstart program. But I think your Colts program certainly has an opportunity to do some damage here in conference play.
Well, we just the thing we've preached, from day one of getting here is to, I know it sounds cliche, but it is our approach is to do the little things right every single day, and see where that leads us. And our mindset is just, want to know every week. We prepare the same way every single week, and that's to the best of our ability, every day. And we don't overlook anyone. We are not in a position to overlook anyone. So our mindset is to go, want to know every single week, and that starts, with Laurel Highlands, and and again, just prepare the same way we do. Get ready to play them, and again, hopefully go 1-0 on Friday. But our conference, there's some outstanding coaches, outstanding programs. The schedules of some of the teams in our conference are absolutely brutal. So I really don't think some of those records reflect the how good some of these teams really are. Because if you look at the opponents of some of the teams in our conference, they've been matched up with some pretty brutal schedules. So we just got to keep doing it, control what we can control, keep getting better as we have every week, and let things play out as they will.
Who are some of the guys in your team that we should look out for on Friday night?
I think with us, I think the first guy that would jump out is Tayshawn Lewis, our tailback, number 4. Extremely dynamic player, great speed, great vision, great power. Again, I've said it many times. All due respect to a lot of great backs in Western PA. I've seen a lot of them, and then there are some special players, but I would put Tayshawn up with any of them. Same with a couple of our guys on the outside, Julius Best, number 2, and number 11, Damian Holloway. Both dynamic talents on the outside. They've done a great job for us, making plays all year. Our quarterback, Luke Miranda, he's really coming into his own. He missed the first 3 weeks with an injury, but has played outstanding in his first 2 starts of the season, the last 2 weeks. And again, up front, we've done a great job. Our offensive line has gotten better and better each week. They've really come together as a unit. Hopefully they continue to improve. Defensively, our linebackers, Mike Lawrence, Justin Terhune, they've done a great job. Jack Zarnecki, the defensive backfield, is our safety, kind of getting us lined up, making sure we're always in the right call. And again, I could go on. I've just the guys have done they've worked hard to get themselves where they are, and hopefully we continue with that mindset.
And finally, a road trip down here to Laurel Highlands to open up Big Six Conference. Play your thoughts on the matchup with the Mustangs.
Yeah, again, as I mentioned about the other teams in our conference too, we have to be ready to play a physical football game. I have no doubt, with us coming down there, Laurel Highlands is going to come ready to play. They get into some different looks offensively. We have to be ready to handle multiple things, defend and run and pass. And, and same defensively, I think their defensive line really gets after it. They do a good job of creating havoc and pressing the quarterback. Again, as we do every week, we're going to have to be ready to match their physicality and come out and be sharp. And if we don't, then we will get beat.
Coach, appreciate your time. We'll see you out there on Friday night.
Thank you very much, Ryan. I appreciate it.
Thanks. That's Steve Spence, the head coach of the Chartiers Valley Colts. We'll have our this date in history for both Laurel Highlands and Uniontown coming up for you next.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4-HRT, or visit WVUmedicine.org/heart.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Mauser's Tire Center has been serving the region for more than 50 years, offering new, used, and recap tires, as well as tire repair. Mauser's is located on Route 40 West at Seawrights Crossroads. Need new tires? Call Mauser's today at 724-245-2410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school football teams a successful and healthy 2025 season.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Attention South Union residents. On Election Day, vote for me, Patrick Mahoney, for Township Supervisor. As a lifelong Township resident and a Laurel Highlands graduate, I extend my best wishes to the Mustangs for a great season. As your Township Supervisor, I will be available 24/7 to listen to your ideas and your views, and I will work diligently to bring in good jobs with living wages so that the younger generation can stay in our community. On November 4th, I would appreciate your vote for South Union Township Supervisor. Go Mustangs!
Paid for by the candidate.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Dom, let's get down to business. I hear we're having a big sale on F-150s.
Now that, JC, is an understatement. Check this out. We are taking up to $7,000 off MSRP, 2025 F-150 XL and XLT models, and you get these low interest rates, 3.9 for 60 months, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84. And yes, guys, you get both savings and the low interest rate. That's not a steal, that's a deal. John, we are making aggressive offers on all new inventory, so don't miss out. Stop, click, or call and get all the details.
Dom, along with Ford Motor Company, we are taking part in the largest dealer food drive in the world. So check this out. We're going to have a brand new F-150 in the showroom, and we're asking our customers and friends of the store to drop off all non-perishable food items to help us take part in the global month of caring. The food drive runs from the 15th to the 25th of September. Thank you in advance for your generosity. That's 40 Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Offer includes all applicable incentives, must finance the Ford Motor Credit, and not all buyers will qualify.
Prime Rosnick back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school football on WMBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Chartiers Valley Colts. And the Uniontown Red Raiders now taking on Martins Ferry, Ohio. Last-minute replacement for Carrick. What's been a popular feature here on our pregame show are this date in football history for both Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. We'll start with the Mustangs, who are 3-4 all-time on this date in history back on September the 26th. The first time they played on this date back in 1969, they lost to Clairton by a score of 34-16. The Mustangs also fell to Ringgold on this date back in 1975 by a score of 22-6. On this date back in 1986, Laurel Highlands with a win over Southmoreland 25-20. The Mustangs lost on this date back in 1997 at Penn Trafford 38-11. The Mustangs were victorious on this date back in 2003, a 35-6 win over Yock. That was a pretty successful Laurel Highlands season. They ended up going 4-6, but hosted their first ever home playoff game in school history, falling to Hampton 21-14. The Mustangs also shut out Southmoreland on this date back in 2008, 56-0. The Mustangs also found themselves in the postseason in 2008, losing in the first round at Highlands. And the last time the Mustangs played on this date back in 2014, they fell to Mars in a non-conference game, 44-6. Uniontown, on the other hand, with an all-time record of 8-6-1 on this date. We'll go back 100 years ago, where Uniontown tied Fairchance Georges on this date back in 1925, 13-13. Uniontown with a win over Dunbar on this date back in 1931, 19-0. Uniontown shut out Elwood City on this date back in 1936, 7-0, and did the same to Jeanette, 6-0 back in 1941. On this date back in 1947, it was Redstone High that knocked off Uniontown 14-6. The Red Raiders also fell to Monessen on this date back in 1952, 35-14, and knocked off the Greyhounds on this date back in 1958, 25-7. In that 1958 game, Bill Muncie and Sam Beckett had 2 touchdowns each. Uniontown with a 14-0 win over Redstone back in 1964. Sandy Stevens had 2 touchdown passes for the Red Raiders. On this date back in 1969, Uniontown defeated Mount Lebanon 22-12. Orville Thomas had 1 touchdown run and 1 touchdown reception in that game for Uniontown. The Red Raiders had a 20-8 win over Chartiers Valley on this date back in 1975, but fell on this date in 1986 to Bell Vernon 14-0. On this date back in 1997, Uniontown defeated Trinity 21-7. Kevin Dvorak had 2 touchdown passes. 1 went to Marty Bevitz for 78 yards. On this date back in 2003, Uniontown lost to Greensburg-Salem 27-20. Junior Mays had 2 touchdown receptions in that game from Ryan Guthrie. The Red Raiders and the Golden Lions also got together on this date back in 2008. Greensburg-Salem also victorious in that game 35-34. And the last time Uniontown played on this date back in 2014, a 42-6 loss against Elizabeth Ford. That's this date in history for both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands on September the 26th. And we'll have more ahead in our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
McClure and Wolf, certified public accountants. Your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926 is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure and Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure and Wolf, certified public accountants.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. If you were injured in an accident, don't know where to turn, and want to know what your rights are, we'd be happy to meet with you. We're local and have helped hundreds of people here in Fayette County recover in accident cases. Most importantly, we pride ourselves on being able to locate coverage or find claims that other attorneys may have missed. Call us about your case at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
Mark-On Building Supply has provided the tri-state area with ready-mix concrete and building supplies for decades. Family-owned and operated and built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and exceptional quality, Mark-On is your local leader for ready-mix concrete, precast, lumber, tools, electrical, plumbing, lawn care, general building supply needs. Visit the store in Markleysburg or call Mark-On today at 724-329-5542. Mark-On Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home building construction needs.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industry? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of this community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Prime Rosick back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school football action on WBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting Chartiers Valley. Uniontown now taking on Martins Ferry, Ohio. Last-minute replacement for Carrick. Being joined now by Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. And Ian, appreciate you joining us once again as conference play now officially underway for every team in the WPIAL.
Yeah, it's an exciting time of year that now we've kind of hit the midway point of the regular season, which it's hard to believe. Like, September's not even over yet, and we're already halfway through the regular season. But 5 games down, 5 to go, and things are really starting to heat up. There's some great matchups around the WPIAL this evening, and really looking forward to seeing how things play out as these playoff races start to heat up and we head into the postseason.
I think Laurel Highlands certainly has a very difficult Big Six opener tonight against Chartiers Valley. The Colts have been a nice resurgent program. They've won 4 games in a row over some pretty good competition, including teams like West Allegheny and Hampton last week by a score of 22-13.
Yeah, the West Allegheny game, they came back from, I think, 21 points down to win that one in overtime. And then the Hampton win actually could prove big for the Chartiers Valley squad, that if they can pick up a couple wins here in conference play, in 4A, only the top 2 teams are guaranteed playoff spots in each conference, and then there's 2 more wild cards. But Hampton finished right in the middle of the pack in the Greater Allegheny Conference last year. So if it winds up that Chartiers Valley and Hampton are 2 third-place teams, that head-to-head matchup could be a pretty big one for deciding who might get one of those wild card spots. Kind of obviously depending on how the next 5 weeks play out, but anytime you beat a team from another conference in your same classification, it could be impactful for the wild card.
Yeah, it would not shock me if Chartiers Valley makes a run here for one of the top spots in the Big Six conference this season. Just looking at some non-conference results of all 6 teams so far this year, they might be one of the stronger teams in the conference.
They very well could be, and it's been kind of weird how the season started off overall, that 2 of the teams that made the playoffs last year, Bell Vernon and Trinity, are off to not so great starts from a record standpoint, with 1 win each. Bell Vernon sitting at 1-3, Trinity at 1-4. Now, granted, both of those teams had to play some pretty tough non-conference opponents, so we'll see once they get into conference play if they turn things around and start winning some games and play their way up in the standings. Whereas Chartiers Valley played some teams from lower classifications and had some success against them, when similar to Ringgold as well, having some success, which for Ringgold, great for them, after being down for so long, to get a couple wins under their belt. But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Do the teams that had the early success, like Char Valley and Ringgold, carry that through conference play, or was it the teams that played that tougher slate of games and have that postseason experience, like Bell Vernon and Trinity, that can turn the switch here when we get into conference play and play their way up into playoff contention?
Yeah, you look at the other 2 Big Six conference games tonight, Thomas Jefferson and Bell Vernon. TJ certainly a favorite there, and it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out when Trinity travels to Joe Montana Stadium in Carroll Township to take on the Ringgold Rams.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are 2 really big games, especially the Trinity Ringgold one, to start to sort out, the middle of the pack here. TJ obviously being the defending WPIAL champions and defending conference champions, definitely has the inside track after their 4-1 start to winning the conference title again. And they get a Bell Vernon team that has kind of struggled to put points on the board this year. They got that 1 win against Central Valley, but other than that, they've only scored a touchdown per game. So the post-Matt Humbert era not having the same offensive explosiveness that we were used to under Coach Humbert there at Bell Vernon.
We'll have more with Dean McMeans from Steel City Blitz right after this. Chris Parker Jr., what's happening at Autoland for September?
September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and Autoland wants to focus on the Hyundai Hope on Wheels program, which has donated over $275 million to pediatric cancer research with every new Hyundai purchase since 1998. Hyundai is committed to pediatric cancer research, not just in September, but every day, all year long.
September is also the beginning of fall.
It's the beginning of the 2026 Model Year 2, with falling prices, great deals, and a super selection of 2025 Hyundai. Interest rates remain high at other banks, but you can take advantage of 0% interest for 48 months on the 25 Santa Fe, or 1.99% financing for 60 months on 25 Tucsons and Sonatas, or lease a 25 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $229 per month.
Never New Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance, Hyundai owner assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown. Visit their website, AutolandHyundai.com.
And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Are you ready to indulge in the best pizza around? Are you looking for a lunch or dinner spot with all your favorite Italian classics coupled with mouth-watering daily specials? Then it's time to visit 2G Brothers Pizza, located at 123 Matthew Drive in Uniontown. Specials and customer favorites include Thursday's Sicilian-style pizza and Saturday's chicken parmesan. Call 724-439-5600 today and let 2G Brothers handle the rest. Your taste buds will be glad you did.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? Then it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your Best in Fayette Gold Medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman. Fully licensed and insured, owner Cody Fulham does it all, from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. Needless to say, he's ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194 and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work they can do for you.
Hey everybody, Friday night under the lights are back. High school football is more than a game. It's about community, teamwork, and pride. Just like our local heroes who serve our nation. Fayette County Recorder of Deeds is proud to honor our veterans with the Veteran ID program. By recording your DD214, veterans can receive a secure photo ID and access discounts on participating local businesses. Support our student athletes. Support our veterans. Together we build a stronger Fayette County.
When you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling knowing that you are not only getting great coverage, but you are also not paying too much for it. And there's no one that knows that feeling like Uniontown Allstate agent David Bates, because he works every day to get people like you the coverage they need with the savings they deserve. Contact David Bates at 724-439-9700 for your free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands. Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
Brian Rozak back here with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. And Ian, how about Albert Gallatin? They're now 5-0 after their win over Uniontown last week. This might be their toughest game of the season tonight. They're on the road at Allegheny, Maryland.
Yeah, what a great start for the Colonials. I saw that result, and I was like, wow, Albert Gallatin's 5-0. That's awesome. That's so good for them. Makes me really happy for their program that, has gone through the trials and tribulations of, having an extensively long losing streak at the tail end of their WPIAL time and then going the independent route and really rebuilding things, and now off to a 5-0 start. Like, what a great story for Albert Gallatin.
The other Fayette County games tonight, Brownsville at Martins Ferry, Ohio. Cherokee, Uniontown will have video coverage of that game tonight here on WMBS. And another pair of independents getting together as Connellsville has a long road trip up to play Butler.
Yeah, and Butler's just played Westinghouse from the Pittsburgh City League last week, too. So Butler's had a couple of these teams have to travel pretty long distances to come play them. Butler's another one. They tried to get back into the WPIAL this year after going the independent route for a few seasons, but they're one that has really struggled with just getting numbers out for their team. As a 6A size school, I remember the last year they were in the WPIAL, I think their roster was only like 35 or 40 kids, and playing at that level, that's just not enough on the team to be able to consistently compete. And I think Butler had lost 20 straight games or something before they decided to go the independent route. They tried to get into District 10, and they sort of play a couple of those, Erie opponents, but aren't fully in District 10, so it's kind of a weird situation there for Butler. I know they tried to get back into the WPIAL last cycle. We'll see if they try again with realignment coming this winter.
Also, Fraser in Eastern Conference play tonight. They'll host Brentwood after a tough game against Clairton last week. California's at Mapletown down in the Tri-County South. We'll have their game at Carmichael's next week on Friday night video coverage here on WMBS.
Yeah, California had a really nice win over Avella last week that has pretty much set things up for California and Jefferson Morgan to meet in Week 9 for the Tri-County South Conference title once again like they did last season. So I really expect both Jefferson Morgan and Cal to kind of just roll through the rest of their conference opponents and be able to meet in that last week with the conference title on the line. For Fraser, Clairton's been dominating everyone they've played this year so far, so tough loss for them, but Brentwood's another team that's right in the middle of the pack in that Eastern Conference, kind of battling it out with Jeanette and Riverview and Greensburg Central Catholic for the last couple playoff spots there. So if Fraser can pick up a win or two against some of these middle of the pack teams, they could work their way into the conversation for potentially being considered for a wild card playoff spot in 1A.
We'll wrap things up with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz right after this.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Your heat on the fritz? Your AC stop working? Your pipes backed up? Did your lights go out? Well, for all your heating, air conditioning, electric, and plumbing emergencies, CHIPS Residential Services is here for you. Located right in Uniontown and offering 24-hour emergency service, let the experts at CHIPS help you through all your emergency needs, as well as installation and regular service. Call 724-366-8046 to get the help you need today. Your hometown team of technicians, CHIPS Residential Services.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
I'm Rozak, back wrapping things up with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. And Ian, what other games do you have your eye on tonight?
Yeah, starting in 6A with the monster matchup that's a rematch of the last three WPIAL championship games between Central Catholic and North Allegheny. I don't want to speak too soon, but that one pretty much will decide who the top seed is heading into the playoffs. It's kind of weird to say that in Week 5, but both of those teams have been better than the rest of the class in 6A, so I expect them to cruise through the rest of their conference schedule after this one, but a big one rematching the last three championship games and what will probably be a preview of this year's championship game as well. In 5A, conference play kicks off in the Allegheny 6 Conference with a battle of undefeated teams between Upper St. Clair and Peters Township. Great matchup, both teams 5-0. Upper St. Clair won the regular season meeting last year, and then Peters Township beat them 7-3 in the playoffs. It was a semifinal game last year that got Peters back to the championship game. So should be a good one between two very talented teams with a lot of playoff and seeding implications in 5A on the line there. In 4A, conference play kicking off in the Parkway Conference with Aliquippa taking on Newcastle. Both of those teams only had one loss in non-conference play, and with, as we talked about, only two teams in each conference getting guaranteed playoff spots. Every game's a big one in 4A, especially as we start to sort out, which teams are in contention for the conference titles and getting those playoff spots. And when you look at teams that are off to pretty good starts, those are two definitely to keep an eye on. In 3A, the defending champions Avonworth have had quite a run. They knocked off Aliquippa and TJ in back-to-back weeks and then beat an upstart Hopewell team pretty handily last week. So they get a rematch of the WPIAL championship game from last year against Central Valley. Central Valley had kind of the opposite story where they started off 0-3 with a brutal non-conference slate against all 4A opponents, but now have won their first two conference games. So a showdown between Avonworth and Central Valley should be a good one there. That Western Hills Conference in 3A might be the deepest in the entire WPIAL. In addition to those two, there's a North Catholic team that's just scoring almost 60 points a game and just lighting it up. They had the WPIAL's leading passer from last year, Joey Felitsky, who could throw the ball all over the field. Hopewell looks a lot better. Beaver's a solid program, and Quaker Valley's better than they were before. So a really tough conference slate there for the defending champs in 3A. In 2A, really surprising result last week when South Allegheny went out and just throttled the defending champs South Park, leaving South Allegheny and Western Beaver as the only two undefeated teams in 2A. So Western Beaver takes on Riverside this week, and South Allegheny will continue on in conference play this week with a game against Ligonier Valley, who has fallen on some struggles. Ligonier Valley is another team that I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do next year with realignment, because you'll remember they moved from District 6 in the middle of the state to the WPIAL because they wanted tougher competition, and now they're 0-5 this year. They finished at the bottom of the conference last year and have a pretty brutal travel schedule from Ligonier, they're in a conference with Olsh, which plays their games at Moon by the airport. Like, going from Ligonier to the airport is just an awful travel schedule. So, I'm wondering if they'll consider either going back to District 6 or leaving the WPIAL or what they're going to do. So that's one I'm keeping an eye on as well. In 1A, another rematch between Clairton and Jeanette. Jeanette lost to Leechburg last week, and Clairton dominated Fraser, but anytime those two teams get together, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. And then a non-conference game in 3A that should be outstanding. Undefeated North Catholic taking on undefeated Amani Christian. Both of those teams are just loaded with talent and can, throw the ball, run the ball, do anything you want to do. North Catholic, like I said, is averaging almost 60 points a game. I think Amani's averaging like 45 points a game. So not that I would encourage betting on high school football, but the over-under on that one might be like 85 or 90 points.
Fun as always, Dean. What's going on this week at Steel City Blitz?
You can check out our Steel City Blitz podcast on YouTube. That airs live every Thursday night at 10, or just catch it anytime you want to on any platform. You can also check out all of our analysis on SteelCityBlitz.com, my WPIAL Blitz show, which airs on YouTube Monday nights at 9:30, or catch that anytime as well on YouTube. Just search for the WPIAL Blitz show. I've got my WPIAL standings page, my WPIAL Games of the Week articles, and now as we start to head down the stretch towards conference play turning into playoff races, turning into who's going to make the playoffs, I'll have analysis on what teams need to do to clinch playoff spots as we get through the next few weeks as well.
Ian, appreciate it as always. We'll talk to you next week.
Great. Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
That's Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Stay tuned. The starting lineups and the opening kickoff on the way next. Laurel Highlands taking on Chartiers Valley here on WMBS. Also video coverage of Martins Ferry, Ohio. Yes, the Purple Riders heading to Uniontown to take on the Red Raiders. Enjoy all of the action tonight. We'll get you out to your game next.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle?
Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get?
That's right. Good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine Yeoman Auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Brian Rozak and Steve Super back here at Mustang Field at Laurel Highlands High School. And Steve, as the Mustangs enter the field, you really couldn't ask for a better night for high school football.
No, the weather's been absolutely perfect the last couple games. You know, just very pleasant, hardly any wind. It's comfortable temperatures. I don't know what the temperature exactly is. It's got to be around 75 degrees, 72, something like that. I think it's supposed to get down in the mid-60s tonight. So for late September, that's pretty darn good around here, isn't it?
Let's take a look at our starting lineups. The main brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities and wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. We'll start with the Mustangs on offense. Left tackle Joel Hartline, the left guard Talib Lovett. Caleb Stroop, the center tonight. Dante Lewis, the right guard, and Zymir Green, the right tackle. Jacob Johnson starting at tight end. Freshman Gabe Senafani, the starting quarterback, is fourth straight start. Starting wideouts include Josh Reed, Jonah Coleman, and Nick Crouch tonight, with Aiden Bell as the starting tailback. And Steve, we might see Noah Lyon in the lineup as a wide receiver as well. He won't play quarterback the rest of the season with a torn labrum, but they'll try to get him some action.
That'd be pretty good if he at least get the kid in the action. I mean, he can run, and just wonder how well he'll be able to take a hit if he has the ball. But that's good. At least he's getting back out on the field.
On the Chartiers Valley side, defensively, front four on the line: Jake Hastings, Joel Burkle, Demarion Bundridge, and Noah Harris. Linebackers: Michael Lawrence, Justin Terhune, John Papariella, and Seth McCabe. In the secondary, we'll see Julius Best, Jack Zarnecki, Owen Wiegraf, and Aiden Medigan. The nickelback is Tayshawn Lewis. The dimeback is Najee Robleski. The coin toss occurring right now, Steve, at the center of the field. And Char Valley won the toss. They want the football. Laurel Highlands will defend the goal off to our left.
And the head referee tonight is our buddy Billy Beener. Big game Billy, I call it.
Yes, Mark Tortorella is the umpire. Head linesman James Toby. Line judge is Jim Toby. Side judge Mike Spinelli. And the field judge is Nicholas Hudak. Also homecoming here at Laurel Highlands tonight. I have to send out congratulations to the homecoming queen, Sarah Reed, this evening. The Mustangs in the away blues, white numbers, red trim. Their sidelines on the far side. Chartiers Valley in the away whites with red numbers, red pants, and a little bit of blue trim, and red, white, and blue for both programs here tonight, much like we saw last week with Laurel Highlands and Mount Pleasant, Steve.
Yeah, and I wanted to say, I didn't catch her name, Brian. We're trying to effort to get her name. Somebody can maybe put it on the live stream for us, but the girl that sang the national anthem, she was a cheerleader. She was absolutely terrific. I mean, the whole crowd gave her a standing ovation. That was one of the best ones we've heard in a couple years.
Laurel Highlands will kick it off, working left to right as we describe it. Jackson Nairn, the kicker for Laurel Highlands. Back deep to receive on the Chartiers Valley side will be Jack Zarnecki, number 24, and Tayshawn Lewis, number 4. Lewis, here on the near side. Zarnecki off on the far side. And the Mustangs have really had some tough starts, Steve, over the last couple of weeks. They'll try to turn that around here tonight.
Maybe onside kick, do something crazy. Why not?
Here's Nairn with the run-up, and he'll pooch it on the near side. It'll be one of the upmen for Chartiers Valley picking it up there, and that is Keegan McCabe, and McCabe taking it up right around the 40-yard line, and that's where the Colts will start. 1st and 10. Their quarterback's Luke Miranda. He's a 5'11", 175-pound senior. He missed the first 3 games of the season, but has been very impressive since. 22 of 32 for 280 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Tayshawn Lewis, their starting running back, 410 yards rushing, and some explosive wide receivers, including Damian Holloway and Julius Best. And it's Miranda out of the shotgun with a handoff to Lewis in a big hole. Lewis breaking across midfield, and Lewis might house it here for Chartiers Valley on the first play from scrimmage, as Lewis goes 63 yards for a Chartiers Valley touchdown.
Untouched. There was a receiver out there. didn't even have to throw a block because it was just one-on-one against the safety, and he took a bad angle. And that was would have been good in a flag football game, huh, Brian?
Yes. Tayshawn Lewis came in 410 yards rushing. Tack on another 63 there, just 18 seconds into the game. Chartiers Valley taking a 6-0 lead over Laurel Highlands as flags come in here on the extra point attempt from Luke Waldron.
Offsides on the Mustangs.
We talked about, Steve, the dismal start last week, of course, throwing an interception on the first play from scrimmage, and here the Mustangs give up a 63-yard touchdown run on the first play from scrimmage.
And it was it looked like just a team going through the kind of skeleton drill with no defense at all, didn't it?
Yes. Now the extra point is up on the way, and that kick is good. So a 7-0 lead for Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands. 11:42 left here in the first. We're back in 60 on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Attention South Union residents. On Election Day, vote for me, Patrick Mahoney, for Township Supervisor. As a lifelong Township resident and a Laurel Highlands graduate, I extend my best wishes to the Mustangs for a great season. As your Township Supervisor, I will be available 24/7 to listen to your ideas and your views, and I will work diligently to bring in good jobs with living wages so that the younger generation can stay in our community. On November 4th, I would appreciate your vote for South Union Township Supervisor. Go Mustangs.
Paid for by the candidates.
Loose ball here on the kick return. Finally picked up by Nick Crouch, making his return to the lineup here tonight. And Crouch nailed back at the 15-yard line. You think the Mustangs would have learned a lesson from Caleb Johnson, Steve, from the Steelers a couple of weeks ago.
Well, he let it bounce in front of him, then he let it get behind him, and he went backwards. I mean, that ball probably didn't hit till probably about the 25, 26-yard line, and it just kind of squirted behind him, and now we need a football. Yep.
Gabe Senafani, the starting quarterback for Laurel Highlands, 22 of 38 so far this season. 200 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Going up against the Chartiers Valley defense, again, the Colts have won 4 straight coming into the game here today.
Timeout.
Laurel Highlands taking timeout before snapping the football here on first downs. We'll step aside for a quick 11:33 left here in the opening quarter. 7-0 Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands. Back at 30 on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Nick Crouch getting the first down carry for Laurel Highlands, picking up 4 up to the 19-yard line. Lawrence on the tackle defensively for Chartiers Valley. That'll bring up second down and 6. The Mustangs, you just need something positive at this juncture of the game, considering how things have gone here the last couple of weeks. They've been outscored 149-14 the last 3 weeks of the season, down 7-0 early here in the opening minute. And another inside run to Nick Crouch, and this time Crouch stopped to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
This helmet came, he got a busted up lip, and I think he has to come out of the game, right?
Yep. Losing his helmet, he'll have to check out. And Aiden Bell will check in on the Laurel Highlands side. It was kind of a tough break for Crouch a couple of weeks ago. Got ejected from the game against Southmoreland, and looking at some of the video that we had, it kind of seemed like it was unwarranted. He had his legs being held onto by a couple of Southmoreland players and was just trying to kick free. Unfortunately, the officials saw it a different way, and he got ejected to Senafani, looking to put it up here. Lob pass, far side, no one home. Pass falls incomplete, 3 and out here for the Mustangs on their opening series of the game.
Well, there's an example there. The young quarterback just had it in his head where he was going to throw the ball. He threw it into triple coverage, and it's a good thing he overthrew by 3 or 4 yards, or else that probably would have been picked off.
And now Nick Crouch will punt for Laurel Highlands. Jackson Nairn was handling the punting duties for the Mustangs with Crouch out of the lineup, but Crouch back in for the Mustangs tonight at his own 5-yard line. Will angle it off here on the near side. Back deep there is Jack Zarnecki for Chartiers Valley, and he'll take it here at the Colts 46, and that's where Chartiers Valley will start first and 10 when we come back. 10:07 left here in the opening quarter. 7-0 Colts over the Mustangs here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Luke Miranda putting it up on first down for Chartiers Valley, throwing into double coverage. Pass falls incomplete. The intended wide receiver there was Michael Lawrence. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the Chartiers Valley 46.
Just slung it down the right hash. Ball's on the left hash. And just overthrew his receiver. Good coverage by the Mustangs.
2nd and 10. Ball on the near hash mark. Miranda back out of the shotgun. Tayshawn Lewis, who had that opening 63-yard touchdown run on his left hip, and Lewis is going to get the football again with running room. Look out here, Tayshawn Lewis looking for his 2nd touchdown of the night. A little juke at the 15, and he's going to go in untouched again for another Chartiers Valley touchdown.
Flag.
And as Steve said, we do have a flag on the play, and a holding penalty here against Chartiers Valley will nullify the touchdown run, but the Colts made that one look way too easy, Steve.
Well, it's not going to count on the stat sheet for him, but he's certainly going to get it on video for his college tape, right? So
you have to think Lewis is getting some college looks. The 5'7", 152-pound senior certainly has some shifty moves. They'll push this back, 10-yard spot foul to the Chartiers Valley 40. It'll be 2nd down and 16 now.
Big offensive line for high school football, isn't it? Look at those guys.
And you look at Mousy in the right tackle, 6'3", 304. King, 5'7", 263. They have some big bodies. They've won 4 games in a row. Miranda out of the shotgun, a little play fake, rolls to the right, pumps, throws, has Lawrence, but right at the line of scrimmage, well read by the Mustangs' Mark Reed, stopping Lawrence for just a minimal gain on the play to bring up 3rd down and long.
Well, that's a good tackle by Reed. A good job for him to just follow that receiver out into the flat area, and was a little bit behind the play, but as soon as the ball was caught, he made a pretty good tackle.
3rd and 16. The Colts need the Laurel Highlands 44 for a first down as Miranda operates out of the shotgun. Lewis off to his left. 3 receivers, twins to the near side, single coverage to the far side. Laurel Highlands showing blitz. They might have got a little bit of a head start there. It's a screen lobbed off on the far side to Tayshawn Lewis, and Lewis breaking it close to a first down. Looks like they're going to rule him just short here at the Mustang 46. They needed the 44 for a first down. 14-yard gain on a 3rd and 16.
It's 4th and 2.
Would have to think 4-down territory, especially when you have a back like Lewis in your stable.
And 2.
The offense staying on the field here with 8:15 left in the opening quarter. Chartiers Valley already leading Laurel Highlands by a score of 7-0. Miranda back out of the shotgun. Lewis off to his right. It'll be Lewis, the ball carrier, right up the middle. Lost the football, but he got back on it at the Laurel Highlands 38. Will go as a gain of 8 on the play, and Lewis lucky there. He didn't cough it up, Steve.
Yeah, well, it was a very good bounce, right? It just right off the turf. That's one good thing about these synthetic turf fields. You don't very rarely get a bad bounce.
7:42 left here in the opening quarter. Chartiers Valley driving now at the football at the Laurel Highlands, 38. Already up 7-0. Stay with the same formation. Ball on the right hash. Twins to the near side. Single coverage to the far side as Miranda takes the snap. Miranda looking across the middle. High pass brought down by Julius Best. Took a hit again from Mark Reed. Just a 3-yard gain on the play. But Miranda, with his little high feed there, allowed Best to take a pretty good shot there, Steve, from Reed.
Miranda's pass is complete.
Threw his receiver right into harm's way, didn't he?
Stop by Mark Reed.
Best seemed okay on the play. He came into the game, 17 receptions for 285 yards and 4 touchdowns. Officially just a 2-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 8 from the Mustang 36. Miranda back out of the shotgun. Lewis off to his left. And single coverage to each side as Miranda takes the snap. He'll look to run, pulls it down. Plenty of running room on the far side. Inside the 15, inside the 10. And Luke Miranda, the Chartiers Valley quarterback, a 36-yard touchdown run to increase the Colts lead now to 13-0 over Laurel Highlands here at the 6:34 mark of the opening quarter.
Boy, I don't think I can recall running backs running down the field with our defensive players are just like running with them and not even trying to tackle them. I mean, is that what you saw, Brian?
I agree. There was not much.
I mean, that's like almost like they didn't want any part of it.
There's not much resistance on the defensive side there from the Mustangs. And now the extra point from Waldron. Clean snap coming back, kick up on the way. And that kick is good to extend the Chartiers Valley lead to 14-0 over Laurel Highlands here at the 6:34 mark of the opening quarter. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
John Clayton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Dom, let's get down to business. I hear we're having a big sale on F-150s.
Now that, JC, is an understatement. Check this out. We are taking up to $7,000 off MSRP on 2025 F-150 XL and XLT models, and you get these low interest rates, 3.9 for 60 months, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84. And yes, guys, you get both savings and the low interest rate. That's not a steal, that's a deal. John, we are making aggressive offers on all new inventory, so don't miss out. Stop, click, or call and get all the details.
Dom, along with Ford Motor Company, we are taking part in the largest dealer food drive in the world. So check this out. We're going to have a brand new F-150 in the showroom, and we're asking our customers and friends of the store to drop off all non-perishable food items to help us take part in the global month of caring. The food drive runs from the 15th to the 25th of September. Thank you in advance for your generosity. That's 40 Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Offer includes all applicable incentives, must finance the Ford Motor Credit, and not all buyers will qualify.
Kickoff going back here to the 26-yard line, and it's Nick Crouch on the run back, and not much running room there for Nick and the Mustangs. And Laurel Highlands will start their drive 1st and 10 now from their own 26-yard line. No score cross town tonight. Uniontown got a new opponent, Steve, yesterday. Martins Ferry, Ohio, after Carrick had to cancel out due to a tragic stabbing at their high school earlier in the week. And Martins Ferry and Uniontown scoreless with 6:10 left in the opening quarter at Bill Powers Stadium. How about the Red Raiders, Steve? They'll play back-to-back opponents from the state of Ohio. They'll have Ironton coming in for the Red Raiders homecoming game next week. I bet you that's never happened in school history. Senafani lets the snap go right through his hands. The ball is loose, and Chartiers Valley's going to recover here back in the Mustang 10-yard line. Everything going wrong here for Laurel Highlands. That fumble recovered by Owen Wiegraff.
Wow. It's just, it's just tough because, those are mistakes. I mean, I don't care how good the opponent is. You shouldn't just, you shouldn't see something like that happen at this level of football. I mean, it's just a snap back to the quarterback, but then nobody even tried to fall on it. I mean, the ball was bouncing around. And
I am surprised. It seems like the Mustangs are just avoiding contact for whatever reason tonight.
It almost looks like they're some of those defensive backs are running with the running backs down the field instead of trying to tackle them.
And guys aren't really going for the football there as Lewis going to take it down to the 1-yard line. He lost the football. They're going to say he was down at the 1.
Yeah.
The ball went into the end zone, was actually recovered there by Laurel Highlands.
Well, that's a good thing for Chartiers. They don't have replay because that might have been a fumble, but obviously happened pretty quick, and we without the benefit of replay, nothing you can do.
Now, obviously, it's not going to affect them much tonight. We'd have to think that's an area of concern, though, for Steve Spence and his coaching staff, seeing Lewis put it on the turf here twice early on in the game, and now a little straight T formation, sending a man in motion. But it'll be the quarterback, Miranda, with an easy touchdown run to extend the lead now to 20-0 here at the 5:27 mark of the opening quarter. And this is way too easy on the Chartiers Valley side. Lead now at 20-0. 5:27 left here in the opening quarter. And now we'll have the extra point here from Waldron as he tries to go 3 for 3 on extra points. The kick up on the way and good. And with 5:27 left here in the opening quarter, all Chartiers Valley up 21-0 over Laurel Highlands. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Hello. My name is James Santilli, and I'm asking for your vote this November for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds. As a lifelong county resident, it would be an honor to represent you. I have lived my life, both personally and professionally, treating others how I would want to be treated, always with the foundation of good faith, recognizing we all have so much in common. I am seeking a political position, but it should be an apolitical office. That's my promise. I hope you will consider voting for me this November.
Paid for by the candidate.
Chartiers Valley already up 21-0 over Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs again having trouble here with a kick return as Nick Crouch had the ball, lost the ball, then got back on it.
Just dropped it.
Yep.
He caught it, took, a couple of steps, and just somehow it falls out of his hands.
Crosstown, our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Martins Ferry, Ohio on the scoreboard first, leading Uniontown 7-0, 3:11 left there. In the opening quarter, TJ DeStefano and Tony Hanola with a call of that game. You could watch it on YouTube. We have the link on our Facebook page. So the Mustangs trying to go back to work, looking for something positive on this drive, already down 3 touchdowns. With Senafani out of the shotgun, Jonah Coleman now coming in motion. Snap comes back. Handoff goes up the middle to Nick Crouch, and Crouch takes it up to the 25. Just a minimal pickup of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 8. Laurel Highlands next week will hit the road to Joe Montana Stadium in Carroll Township to take on Ringgold. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. We'll also have coverage next Friday of California taking on Carmichael. It's a fun game in the Tri-County South. Steve, you and I will be at Joe Montana Stadium unless you want to switch crews because of some of the heights you have to climb up there at Ringgold next week. We can talk after we get off the air tonight. Senafani here on 2nd and 8. Pitch to his left to Nick Crouch. Cuts up the middle, shaking and baking, but just getting back to the line of scrimmage for no gain to bring up 3rd down and 8. Ringgold's another resurgent program right now, off to a 3-2 start. I think the Mustangs are really going to have some issues here, Steve, coming down the stretch over the next 5 weeks. The Big 6 conference much improved this year. And now 3rd down and 8. You look at Bell Vernon and Trinity, next 2 home games for the Mustangs. Then Thomas Jefferson at the end of the season. Really no easy Friday nights the rest of the way. 3rd and 8 for Laurel Highlands. Down 21-0 from their own 25. Senafani rolling near side, throws on the run, and the ball right through the hands of the intended wide receiver Josh Reed, but late flags come out for unnecessary roughness here against Julius Best.
Best coming in. I don't know how you stop, Brian. I mean, the ball was almost caught. It went through the receiver's hands, and then, the defensive back, laid a shoulder in there, and they're going to call unnecessary roughness. That's a break for the Mustangs.
First down of the game for the Mustangs comes via penalty.
We'll take anything we can get at this point.
40-yard line.
3:50 left here in the opening quarter. Senafani, the Mustangs, will break the huddle. Senafani out of the shotgun, crouch off to his left. Noah Lyon in the game as a wide receiver. Split out to the far side, and twin receivers here to the near side as Char Valley showing some pressure. Johnson coming in motion, and flags coming here from the far side.
Wow.
Play clock at 0, and that's going to be a delay of game penalty here against Laurel Highlands.
Will be delay of game against Laurel Highlands.
And I know the Mustangs are young here, Steve, but just seeing a lot of things happening that should not be happening here in the 6th game of the regular season.
Bring up a first down.
I would agree with that.
So now 1st and 15. Mustangs caught a break there on the unnecessary roughness penalty, but then give 5 back to the Colts on the delay of game, and they'll hand it off here to Nick Crouch, looking for running room on the near side, and Nick getting just 2 up to the 37 to bring up 2nd down and 13. Laurel Highlands won their opening 2 games of the year, knocked off Uniontown in their opener, and then a tight win here at home against Ambridge, but against been tough sledding since. 3 blowout losses. Char Valley, on the other hand, lost their opener against South Fayette, but they've won 4 straight, including an impressive win against Hampton, who's always a contender, knocking off the Talbots last week. 2nd and 13, Senafani takes the snap, rolls to the far side, throws on the run in traffic, pass deflected, and falls incomplete. Josh Reed, the intended wide receiver there for Laurel Highlands. Now 3rd and 13.
Pass intended for Reed.
Just Mustangs trying to do something here to get some positive energy going. They got to try to get a couple yards here at least to get a chance, you think, to maybe go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, the lone first down for Laurel Highlands came via the penalty.
And why wouldn't you go for it, Brian? I mean, they're running the ball at will.
Correct.
I mean, there's no reason. So if they punt, they got to go an extra 30 yards. That's about it.
Already down 3 touchdowns. Senafani drops the snap again. Ball loose on the turf and picked up and recovered here by Chartiers Valley. And that was Brady Shamming with the recovery.
Oh, there's a flag against I think it's against the Mustangs.
Rutledge with the recovery.
It's going to be Chartiers Valley football with 2:54 left here in the opening quarter. The Colts already looking for their 4th touchdown of the game.
The penalty is a legal procedure against
There was a procedure penalty.
The Colts have refused that penalty
against the Mustangs. I have to say hello to our buddy Ed Walensky from Sandy Howe Notary Services watching the game tonight. Hello, Ed. Always appreciate your support of local high school sports here on WMBS. Here's Miranda putting it up. Pass complete, breaking a tackle and taking it in for another Chartiers Valley touchdown is Damian Holloway. Holloway's 4th receiving touchdown of the year extends the Colts lead to 27-0 over Laurel Highlands. Looked like they had Holloway there, Steve, but again, the Mustangs, just not a lot of contact defensively, and Holloway breaking a couple of tackles and taking it in for another score.
I mean, it's like there's no effort to make a tackle. I mean, that's just, it's like it's almost bizarre. I mean, it's like you couldn't possibly, it's almost like they think they're playing 2-hand touch or something.
It's not flag football. And the extra point up on the way, and that kick is good. So with 2:45 left here in the opening quarter, it's 28-0. Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands. We're back in 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Braggs a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
28-0, Chartiers Valley as Waldron kicks it off again, and here's Crouch from the 25, a little stumble forward, and Crouch with a flag coming in, hit and driven back at the 32. So we'll check this penalty out on the field with 2:38 left here in the opening quarter. Reminder, you can also watch Martins Ferry, Ohio take on Uniontown again on our sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital scoreboard. Martins Ferry a 7-0 lead over Uniontown with 2:07 left there in the opening quarter. And a holding penalty against Laurel Highlands there on the kick return. We'll push the football back here, 10-yard spot foul from the infraction. We'll push it back here to the 22. And that's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. And you look at Chartiers Valley, they haven't had a whole lot of success as of late. Missed the playoffs last year, really faded down the stretch, went 3-6, had a coaching change in the offseason, and Steve Spence has brought a whole new era of energy here to the Chartiers Valley program, now 4-1, already exceeding the win total from a season ago. 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs with a flag coming in on the snap. Handoff up the middle, and no gain there for Aiden Bell. But we'll check the flag, assuming it was against the Mustangs again. That was an illegal formation call against Laurel Highlands.
Against Laurel Highlands.
As we said, Steve, a lot of
no gain on the play.
Calls, you would not expect to see this deep into the high school football season.
I mean, that, and I'm just baffled by the effort on the tackling for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that's just...
It's as bad as we've seen in a long while.
I mean, it's almost like they're avoiding the tackles.
That's what I thought on a couple of those fumbles offensively. The guys, instead of trying to recover them, are almost letting Char Valley take it on the other side, and you haven't seen much of that. There's a pitch going back to Nick Crouch, and you thought with Crouch re-entering the lineup tonight, you might have a little more energy on the Laurel Highlands side. He stopped there for no gain.
You know what it looks
like? That's not been the case.
It looks like, you know how at the end of a game when a team's like up by, a point, or whatever, and the other team's, the defensive team says, well, we're going to let them, they're down by the goal line, we're going to let them score, so at least they'll, we can get the ball back and have a chance, for a couple more possessions where maybe they could run the clock out or whatever. It's almost like the Mustangs are letting them score. I mean, that's how bad it looks.
And again, not sure what's going on, but the Mustangs down 4 touchdowns, and we're still here in the opening quarter. 3rd and 10 now. Senefani's pass picked off. He threw that one right to Julius Best, who is the interception here at the Mustang 28.
That's another touchdown if he doesn't stumble. Well, that's a nice play by Best to just kind of gather himself, but he was kind of scrolling around there on the ground, and he just fell down to a knee. If he didn't, he might have scored because there was really no one out there in the flat other than the receiver who was running past him.
That's 3 turnovers now for Laurel Highlands here in the opening quarter as well. 2 fumbles and now the interception from Senefani. And the Colts will take over here at the Mustang 28.
Now they're looking at 35 points here if they could score again, but that modified time doesn't start till the second half.
Correct. Miranda, screen, near side, pass complete, going to Julius Best, breaking down the near sideline, will cut back at the 10, brought down from behind at the 6. Will goes a 22-yard gain. Crouch brought him down. Now 1st and goal. It was interesting, Steve. I don't know how much you've been paying attention to other WPIAL football news this week, but Baldwin has their final 5 opponents to play with a continuous clock for the rest of the way, and so did Fox Chapel tonight in their game against Pine Ridge.
No.
Begging for mercy. And it kind of takes away the whole competitive spirit, doesn't it?
Well, the kids want to play.
I agree. Miranda, near side, pass complete, too easy, another touchdown. It's Julius Best again. That one a 7-yard completion.
It's almost like they're just running plays, scripted plays in practice, and there's no defense out there.
We've seen 5 touchdowns already from Chartiers Valley here in the opening quarter. 26 seconds left here in the first, and it's 34-0. Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands, with an extra point upcoming here from Waldron. Clean snap coming back. Waldron's kick up on the way and good. And it's a 35-0 lead for Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands. 26 seconds left here in the first, and we're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Another kickoff going back to Nick Crouch. Crouch taking this one back to the 29. That's where the Mustangs will start 1st and 10. And Steve, I do not recall, at least over the last 7 or 8 years, we've been doing pretty much consistently Laurel Highlands games, you and I. The Mustangs down 35 points in the opening quarter.
No, I just, this is rough, bro. I tell you what.
Ball at the Laurel Highlands 29.
Got some homecoming balloons blocking our camera. She'll pull those out of the camera shot. It was a festive night tonight as well, and you have folks making their way out already. We haven't even reached the end of one. Not good for homecoming. Down 35-0 late in the first quarter. Flag on the play. It's going to be illegal motion. And Senafani took it right up the middle. You two guys moving there at the snap.
Crouch on the carry. Stop by Hastings.
The play went for maybe a yard gain.
Penalty on the flag, illegal assist.
I think they're going to decline it, and that'll be the final play of this opening quarter. Chartiers Valley up 35-0 over Laurel Highlands. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Tonight.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Injured in an accident and don't know where to turn or what to do? Here at Ratcliffe Martin Law, we can help you navigate your issues and resolve your claim. Unlike firms nowadays that advertise aggressively for your case and aren't even located in the state, we're right in your backyard. We have the knowledge to quickly and efficiently handle your claim. Don't waste time on an out-of-state attorney who will dilly-dally and then tell you to get a local attorney. Give us a call right now and see how we can help you. Ratcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
Back here at Mustang Field, start of the second quarter. We'll switch sides. Mustangs will work it right to left, trying to change the mojo right now. Down 5 scores. Line of scrimmage, their own 30, was a yard gain on that last play after the penalty was declined. That was a direct snap to Nick Crouch, and Crouch has running room into Char Valley territory, and Nick Crouch, for the biggest play for the Mustangs so far tonight, takes it down to the Char Valley 43. That would go as a gain of 27. And finally, Steve, a little energy on the Laurel Highlands side.
Yeah, a little bit of energy. Good job by Crouch to reverse field. Kind of a broken play, right? It looked like he was supposed to go to the right, and he just said, you know what, there's nothing over there. And the pursuit was going that way, and he went back, able to make a guy miss and make a big gain. Good job by Crouch.
Mustangs need more of that. Bit of a Bronx cheer after that run on the Laurel Highlands side. With 11:24 left before halftime, Crouch is in at quarterback. A little quick out to the far side. Pass incomplete, intended for the tight end, Jacob Johnson. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Crouch's pass intended for Johnson.
You look at those Char Valley uniforms, Steve. They kind of look like the Nebraska Cornhuskers a bit. At least from our angle.
2nd down 10.
Yeah.
Mustangs, the all blues today.
There's a little bit of blue on the stripes there.
At the Chartiers.
Same color scheme as the Mustangs.
2nd and 10.
43.
So I wonder if that's if our quarterback got hurt, they just decided to give him a little bit of a break.
Crouch was listed as the backup coming into this game. And he's facing trouble here, and he'll scramble out of it. And Crouch stepping up will get up to the 36. So Crouch picking up 7, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 3. And certainly nice to see on the Laurel Highlands side, pushing the football down the field a bit.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to play a little bit, doesn't he?
Yes. Of course, he hasn't been in the lineup the last 2 weeks, that WPIAL suspension after he was ejected from the game against Southmoreland. Again, we really questioned that ejection of
3rd down 3.
Crouch in that game. He's out of the shotgun here with Aiden Bell off to his left. A little banana bunch off to the left side, and Crouch going to pull it down. Look to run, and he has room. Crouch inside the 30. Crouch inside the 20. And Nick Crouch is going to take it in from 37 yards out for a Mustang touchdown.
Just a run all the way and just faked the read option to the left, and he went up the middle and then cut back to the right. Good job by Crouch. Made a man miss.
Might have found their new quarterback.
Or at least a running back, right? Get him, and he did throw a pretty nice pass over there, but yeah, that's pretty good. He just, there's a spark there, right?
And the Mustangs down the field. First score of the night, now down 35-6. 10:26 left before halftime. Nairn on for the extra point. Haven't said that much as of late.
Flag.
Nairn with a flag coming in, sent it through, but we'll check the flag. On our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the
too many men on the field.
Sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Martins Ferry, Ohio, now up 20-0 over Uniontown. Braves up 1-0 over the Pirates.
I know you're disappointed with the Pirates, Brian. They just nipped out. Got nipped out. Just got missed out on the playoffs.
That's the understatement of the year. Hey, you're eating popcorn or something over there.
I got a delivery from a couple young kids, the Dean brothers. Brought me a hot dog.
Nice. Extra point up on the way. And good from Jackson Nairn.
A couple of future Mustangs.
So at the 10:26 mark of the second quarter, it's 35-7 Chartiers Valley. We're back in 60 on the C. Operato Group High School Sports Night.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing. You don't fix what's not broken. That's true. You don't replace what is working well. Jason Scott is doing a good job working as South Union Township Supervisor. Jason Scott utilizes his skills on a daily basis in the Township office. Whether repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is out there working for you all day, every day. Let's keep experience and integrity in the Township. Keep Jason Scott, full-time South Union Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
Jackson Nairn to send it away here for Laurel Highlands. Kickoff goes back to the 15 on the run back here. Tayshawn Lewis. And Lewis looking for another big return. Will take it back close to midfield where he was brought down from behind by Jonah Coleman. And Char Valley once again will start with good field position, Steve.
Really good return. A little kick down to the right sideline, and it just did a good job. The Mustangs just could not
Valley will put it in play there.
Could not get a hand on him for a long time.
Steve, there's a guy in the building tonight, might be a bigger hot dog fan than you.
Who's that?
It's Dane Andrews from the Char Valley Sports Network. Remember a couple of years ago we saw him up at the CCBC Dome doing basketball. He was chowing down hot dogs. I think he ate more than you did that night.
Yeah.
He's upstairs from us tonight. Welcome Dane here to Laurel Highlands. Inside Ron Lewis. Mustangs plugged that one up for no gain. Might have stopped him for a loss here back on the 48.
Lewis on the carry.
Really credit Uniontown being able to get an opponent for tonight, Steve. After Carrick canceled yesterday, Martins Ferry, Ohio was scheduled to play Brownsville, and Brownsville, coached by Cody Castor this year, they had some issues with injuries and players being available, so Brownsville took the week off. Carrick wouldn't play, so Martins Ferry took on Uniontown tonight. I was actually told, Steve, back in the day, in the 50s and the 60s, Martins Ferry and Uniontown used to play each other pretty regularly in basketball.
Wow.
So a timeout here taken by Char Valley with 9:33 left before halftime. Colts up 35-7 over the Mustangs. Back at 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
They're first.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today. Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
So we come back, Reed a little quick out, pass complete there to Holloway, cuts back to the left with a flag on the play, and takes it down to the Mustang 25 if it stands. It's a gain of 26, but I think it's coming back.
Yep.
There's a penalty on the play.
Holding call.
The indication is holding against
It was thrown at the Mustang 35. So the holding penalty there will probably push the football back to the 45.
I think he
likely still goes a 7-yard gain on the play.
I think he threw Billy Beener threw the flag too far. They're going to mark it off from the 40. They did, so it goes back to the 50.
And see, we mentioned Sarah Reed, the homecoming queen tonight. She's Josh Reed, of course, a receiver and defensive back for the Mustangs' twin sister.
Okay.
So big night for the Reeds. Also have to say hello to John Robinson. Appreciate his kind words on our Facebook page tonight. We appreciate you listening, John.
Did anybody on Facebook give you the name of the girl that sang the national anthem yet?
We will try to find that out. You asked the question. We'll see if we get an answer. Another quick out near side. That one goes to Michael Lawrence, and Lawrence takes it inside the 40. Should be enough here for Chartiers Valley first down. Pick up a 13 on the play.
Press pass complete to Lawrence.
So, Steve, you're asking who sang the national anthem. We'll see if anyone has the answer for
She's a cheerleader.
Yes.
They announced her name, but we were prepping for the opening
Maybe
kickoff.
ask Vince or Jason Taylor there.
They didn't know.
They didn't know either. Okay. Well, 1st and 10 here for Chartiers Valley. Football on the Mustangs' 38-yard line. Up 35-7. 8:48 left before halftime. Miranda with Tayshawn Lewis to his right and 3 wide receivers. Lewis has the football.
Again.
Lewis inside the 30. Lewis inside the 20. And a little stiff arm as he put that on Alafia Callaway as he goes out of bounds to just shy of the 15.
Lewis, the ball
Goes a gain of 22 on the play. And another Chartiers Valley first down. Chartiers Valley works left to right as we describe it. With 8:42 left before halftime. Of course, coming up at halftime.
Colts in possession.
If possible, get a check-in on that Martins Ferry Uniontown game. Also,
We might
scores
be able
around
to
the
get over there
WPIAL.
and watch the third quarter. This
Yes.
is as quick as this is going to go in the second half.
And twin receivers to the far side here with Miranda out of the shotgun. He has time. And now pressure coming on his left, works to his right, throws on the run, back corner of the end zone, a little toe tap, and the completion for a touchdown there to Jack Sarnecki.
I was just going to say, why did he throw it? He could have ran it in, but he threw it, made it really difficult catch there in the corner of the end zone. Looked like Santonio Holmes.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing in the Super Bowl back in 09 against the Cardinals. It's 41-7 Colts. 8:32 left before halftime. Now the extra point here from Waldron. We'll try to go up 5 scores again. Snap back, kick up on the way, and good. So goes the 16-yard touchdown pass. Luke Miranda to Jack Zarnecki. And with 8:32 left before halftime, at Chartiers Valley 42, Laurel Highlands 7. Back at 60 on the CR Browder Group High School Sports Night.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto and home insurance needs, make things simple and trust Allstate agent David Bates. He'll help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your auto and home. Bundling saves you money, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy things that matter most even more. Contact Uniontown Allstate agent David Bates at 724-439-9700 for a free personalized insurance proposal. Allstate, are you in good hands? Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Waldron sends it away to Nick Crouch, who takes the kick return back just shy of the 30-yard line, where the Mustangs will start 1st and 10. Crouch scoring the Mustang at the 10:26 mark of the second quarter, but answered on Miranda's 16-yard touchdown pass to Jack Zarnecki. And you look at Miranda, Steve, he has a 38-yard run, a 1-yard touchdown run, and then touchdown passes to Holloway, Best, and Zarnecki, so he's factored in on 5 of the 6 touchdowns for Chartiers Valley in this game. Now the Mustangs going with Nick Crouch again as the quarterback. Snap going back, and Crouch up the middle, just getting a yard up to the 30. Bring up 2nd down and 9. The last series where the Mustangs scored the touchdown was the first time that they inserted Crouch as the quarterback tonight. They'll get a second straight series here, looking for a similar result.
Well, he's definitely provided a spark.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. 2nd and 9 now from the Mustang 30. Crouch out of the shotgun, twin receivers to each side. Takes the snap, looks for running room, pressure all around him, throws it across the middle, no one home. Closest intended wide receiver was Noah Lyon, and we mentioned if you missed our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, Lyon will not be able to play quarterback the rest of the season, out with a torn labrum, but we'll see some reps at the wide receiver position. And talking to his dad, Pat, before the game, he said Noah, as of now, will not need surgery. They're trying to get him rested up and ready for the baseball season in the spring.
Well,
3rd and 9.
Let's hope he has a good recovery and gets ready for baseball. It's amazing that he's out there playing now.
4 wide outs, and Crouch pulling it down, and he ran in to a duo of South Fayette defenders there. Justin Terhune and Michael Lawrence, who combined to bring him down after a gain of 3. So it'll be 4th down and 6, and the Mustangs down 35 with 7:17 left before halftime. We'll bring out the punting unit.
What do you think about that?
I mean, you're down 35.
Well, I mean, you can't stop them anyway.
No, I agree.
Well, so they got to go.
He'll be Nairn this time to punt it away. He'll send it off on the far side, and on the run, just falling on it there, is Jack Zarnecki. So 6:53 left before halftime, 42-7. Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands are back at 30 on the CR Browder Group High School Sports Night.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse.
Back here at Mustang Field, Char Valley with the football back and a first down handoff to Tayshawn Lewis. Lewis looking to break another one, and he has daylight here on the near side, and Tayshawn Lewis will once again go untouched for another Chartiers Valley touchdown. This one from 64 yards out to increase the lead of 48-7 over Laurel Highlands with 6:39 left before halftime.
Well, that's why I'm saying why bother punt, right?
Yep.
I mean, he had a convoy of 3 blockers against 2 defenders, and nobody touched him. I mean, I don't think anyone even got close to getting a hand on him.
Seen a lot of scores here in this first half. The Lewis touchdown, our 8th touchdown of the game. Unfortunately for the Mustangs, they only have 1 of the 8s. Waldron on for another extra point. The kick got blocked. So it'll stay 48-7. Char Valley over Laurel Highlands, 6:39 left before halftime. We're back in 60 on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com. And find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Waldron's kickoff goes again to Nick Crouch. This time Crouch takes it back to the 34, and that's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. I have to send Steve Getwell wishes out to our normal cameraman, Carl Childs. Wanted to be here today. Unfortunately, Carl's been ill the last 3 days. We hope Carl's doing okay in his recovery and hope to have him back soon. And I have to thank Amy Keffer for doing our camera here tonight.
Well, hope Carl's doing okay. I like Carl. He's a nice young man.
Yeah, certainly enjoys doing the camera work. The Mustangs going back to work. Crouch remains the quarterback and coming back on the exchange. The snap actually went between Crouch and Aiden Bell, got deflected and recovered there by Chartiers Valley on the fumble recovery, Noah Harris. And once again, Char Valley will start this drive at the Laurel Highlands 30-yard line, up 48-7.
From the 29-yard line.
If they wanted to, Steve, the way their offense has been in this game, they could hang 100 up on the board.
Yeah.
You'd have to think, looking at the Char Valley team this year and some of the athletes they have, I'd really like to see their game against Thomas Jefferson. I think they can give the Jags a game this year.
Well, Brian, it's hard to tell right now. I mean, this is like, I haven't seen tackling this bad, or I don't want to say lack of effort, but I mean, this looks like it's like the easiest touchdowns you've ever seen.
Epimitis into the game as the tailback, and a little play fake and a run up the middle. I think they switched up quarterbacks as well. It's Owen Wiegraff into the game, and Wiegraff taking it down to the 17, gain of 12 on the play, and already head coach Steve Spence starting to call off the dog, showing really good sportsmanship. Wiegraff, a 5'10", 166-pound junior, actually started the first 3 games of the season at quarterback with Miranda being injured.
Good enough for a first down.
You have to think they're pretty comfortable with him as well. He went 2-1 as their starter, losing just the opener against South Fayette. And Epimitis to his right, 3 wideouts in the game, 1st and 10 from the Laurel Highlands 16. Epimitis with the football. Epimitis taking it down to the 10, gain of 6. Bring him 2nd down and 4 with 5:27 left on our running clock here in the second quarter. Reminder, stay tuned for our halftime show. Being brought to you by the Ratcliffe Martin Law Firm. Scores from around the WPIAL. See if we can get a live look in at that Martins Ferry Uniontown game. If we can, we'll get a news report as well for you.
But you got to play golf this week, Brian, over at Williams Country Club.
Yes, extremely nice.
Yeah.
Played there on Tuesday. My putting was not good. The end result score was not good, but that wasn't the course's fault. It wasn't very good shape. Certainly nice to check that one off my bucket list. Another inside handout to Ephemitis. He'll turn the corner on the far side, and he'll have his first touchdown of the game.
Wow.
With a run here from 10 yards out to increase the Chartiers Valley lead now to 54-7 over Laurel Highlands.
Just another easy run for the Colts. They're just making it look easy. It's almost like they're just looks like a team out there just kind of going through their plays for the night before the game with no defense out there, doesn't it?
Yes. So the 8th touchdown already scored by Chartiers Valley. We have 4:43 left here in the second quarter. And Waldron might have to ice down his leg here at the end of the night. The holders, Michael Lawrence. And the kick up on the way in good from Waldron. So with 4:43 left before halftime, it's 55-7. Char Valley over Laurel Highlands. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Any day is a good day to shop at Reese Warehouse, where you will find your favorite brands of furniture, bedding, and appliances at great prices every day. Plus great service, such as delivery and setup in your home, and no-interest financing available for qualified buyers. Shop Monday through Friday, 9 until 6, and Saturday, 9 till 5. Reese Warehouse, the Superstore, Gans Woodbridge Road in Smithfield. And Reese Warehouse thanks you for choosing them as the 2024 Best in Fayette Appliance and Mattress Store.
I've been thinking about switching primary care providers. It takes forever to get an appointment, and when I finally get in, the staff acts like they don't even care that I'm there.
That's so frustrating. You deserve a provider who listens, values your time, and truly cares about your health.
That's exactly what I need. Someone who sees me as a person, not just another name on a chart.
Then you should check out Montgomery Medical. They treat you like family, offer personalized care, and even have same-day appointments.
At Montgomery Medical, your health is our priority. Call 724-569-8100 Montgomery Medical. A family tradition of family medicine.
Mustangs again having trouble with the football, Steve, on that kick return, and that's happened a number of times so far in this game.
Yeah. It's almost like they can't see the ball or something, right? I mean, it's just kind of weird.
And we need some of those new Musco lights here at Mustang Field. We've seen those at a lot of other venues around the WPIAL. Had them up at both Indiana and Southmoreland.
Those don't look like some of the ones that we see, like where they're kind of angled down more, right?
Correct. Yeah, those are just the normal side lights. They have a couple ones out there on the far right. They've been out here for a little while. So 4:39 left before halftime.
Another fumble.
You have a quarterback change again going back to Senafani, and he fumbles the snap and falls right on it.
Well, he's having a rough go. Wow, you feel bad.
Welcome to the Big Six Conference.
Yeah.
The freshman getting the tough experience here tonight.
Second down, 15.
We're now 2nd and 15. Have to thank our video stream sponsors tonight. Said Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair and M&R Transit. One of the video stream sponsors tonight, Steve, over on the Uniontown game is Potter's Bar and Grill. Had an opportunity to go there with you after the game last week.
Yeah.
Always a good time over at Potter's. As Crouch looks for a run here and maybe gets a yard on the far side. 2nd and 14.
Tony and I had a adult sports beverage. Had a sandwich?
Yeah.
You got a sandwich,
Had a
right?
sandwich.
We split some fries. It was pretty good.
Always a good place
we
to
got
stop after the game.
Say to Harrison and congratulate him on his getting married a couple weeks ago.
He got married out in Vegas.
Yes, he was telling me about it. That's said they had a good time out there.
Congratulations to him.
How could you not have a good time
I
in
agree.
Vegas? You ever been to Vegas?
I have not. That might be on my bucket list here soon. 3:16 left here in the second quarter. All kinds of movement there, Steve.
Yeah,
As the
they
snap
didn't
went
call a
back to
flag.
Crouch. And it goes a loss of 3 on the play. He had movement going in every direction. They brought the freshman out there, Easton Van Meter as well. First time we've seen Van Meter on the offensive side in this game.
Crouch on the carry.
Be 4th down. They'll bring out the punting unit again.
I keep trying to talk my wife into going out there, and she doesn't want to go because she thinks it's like all just gambling. I said, you don't even have to gamble out there. Just if you like people watching, just going to some shows, good restaurants.
Always good weather out there, too. She can just go sit by the pool. You can play a little golf. And Earls occupies your time as Crouch, the little punt there off the side of his foot, will go out of bounds. And Char Valley with good field position here inside the Laurel Highlands 35 when we come back. With 2:26 left before halftime, Char Valley up 55-7 over Laurel Highlands. We're back at 30 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Back here at Mustang Field, 2:26 left before halftime. Chartiers Valley up 55-7 over Laurel Highlands with an inside run going for a yard loss to Ephemitis. Be second and 11.
Ephemitis on the carry.
That might be one of the first times they stopped them for no gain or a loss.
Hasn't happened much in this game.
It's a good thing we don't have Tony here doing the stats.
No.
It wouldn't be pretty, would it?
We're going to get them from upstairs.
Ooh.
They will not be pretty to read. And you have Owen Wiegraff and his quarterback, 5'10", 168-pound junior. And after Luca Miranda had a heck of a first half on the Chartiers Valley side. Wiegraff with a snap coming back. And they change backs there again as that handoff going to Seth McCabe. And McCabe taking that one down to the 27. Just a gain of 2 to bring up 3rd down and 8 as we go under 1:25 left here in the second quarter. Again, next week, the Mustangs hit the road to Carroll Township to take on the Ringgold Rams on the air at 6 o'clock with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show opening kick set for 7. Uniontown does not play next Friday night, so our second game will be California taking on Carmichael's. That game over in Greene County at Carmichael's High School. Should be a competitive game out there in the Tri-County South. The Red Raiders will play next Saturday. They'll have their homecoming game against Ironton, Ohio. 3:30 start next Saturday here on WMBS as well. This carry going to Braden Stern, and Stern close to a Char Valley first down. In fact, he'll have it down at the 18, gain of 9 on a 3rd and 8. Now we'll see if Char Valley, you have the play clock, only a 2-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. If they'll actually try to score here again or just go into the locker room at 55-7. 25 seconds left here in the quarter.
At 55-7, you would think they're running it up, but I think they've been about as friendly as they can be.
I agree.
Yep, look at that.
They're going to take a knee. They've had tremendous sportsmanship from Steve Spence and the crew at Chartiers Valley, and you credit them taking a knee of 55-7 going to the locker room. So stay tuned for our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. In fact, we'll take a quick break and then bring you a little bonus coverage of that Martins Ferry Uniontown game. They'll be back with some stats and some other scores from around the WPIAL. 55-7, Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands here on WMBS.
Now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor area with a new fence from All Around Fence Company. Conveniently located at 7896 National Pike, Uniontown. All Around Fence has been installing quality residential, commercial, and farm fencing for more than 45 years. Offering residential fencing including chain link, decorative aluminum, steel, and more, All Around Fence has the fence for you. All Around Fence is also your one-stop shop for Neutrina products and also carries livestock, equine, and pet supplies. So if you need to upgrade an existing fence, add a new gate, or are considering the installation of an all-new fence, All Around Fence has the answers you need. Visit them Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. Saturdays from 9 to 1. Or give them a call at 724-439-0331. To learn more, visit allaroundfence.com.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 62 years and providing quality, reliable service, Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at TargetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
Now we join TJ and Tony with the end of the first half for Uniontown and Martins Ferry.
It's closer than you think. All Martins Ferry here tonight, Tony.
Yeah, tell you what, we were worried about the offense and what Uniontown's defense can do, and you can see that they're a pretty well-oiled machine, no doubt.
Now the Purple Riders very impressive here in this first half, especially Joaquin Cox, 3 touchdowns. He's been the big story, but they've also they had that interception return. We saw a couple nice runs from Javis Johnson and Colby Kropka. He had that well-thrown touchdown pass as well here tonight.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of everything. They've gotten contributions from all areas and both sides of the ball here.
Well, you know what? They're pretty deep.
They are,
and you can see that. I mean, they've got a lot of talent. There's no doubt about that.
So we'll see what Uniontown can do here. 2:49 to go before the half, down 40-0. Again, we'll have the mercy rule in the second half, the running clock.
And we just got word that we've got the radio audience is now joining us. It must be halftime at Laurel Highlands.
All right, so we welcome the radio audience in, and that pass is incomplete. Yeah, it was incomplete.
It was incomplete, but there is a flag. I don't know if it's a personal foul on somebody. Heiss almost looked like he made that catch. And I think that's Heiss over there.
Number 19?
Yep. And they're going to say that it was incomplete.
Oh, the personal foul on the offense. So again, if you just joined us on the radio, we welcome you. TJ DeStefano, Tony Hanola with you here. Paul Jeffries is on the camera tonight. We're on our WMBS YouTube page as well. Halftime at Laurel Highlands, Chartiers Valley 55. Laurel Highlands 7. That's our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. And for everyone just joining us on the radio, Tony, this has been a game where it's been all Martins Ferry. Uniontown unable to get anything done on offense. They turned the ball over, and they've had a lot of penalties.
Well, yeah, and really they just can't. At this point, the defense just can't stop the run by Martins Ferry, and they've got really nice offensive line. And as you mentioned, Joaquin Cox, the sophomore, he's extremely impressive. 15 carries, 172 yards, and 3 touchdowns alone in this first half. Did they call a personal foul on the coach from Uniontown?
I don't know if was it a penalty or was it a warning? I'm not sure. I just heard something on the coach for Uniontown. So the officials huddling again here.
And you've got a Martins Ferry player down. Trying to see who that is. It's being blocked out by the trainers.
And with that, again, with the injured player, this injury timeout is being brought to you by UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on
I didn't get that explanation.
Yeah. So I'll finish the injury thing. Jim Burns is on Wayland Smith Drive, or call 724-437-7500. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute Services. Relief is closer than you think. Might have said the Uniontown coach was on the field. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but it was a 15-yard penalty, though, on the Red Raiders.
Well, I do know this, too. Jimmy Burns didn't get this much time when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame here. as many mentions as he's gotten tonight with these injuries, that's for sure.
And I'm assuming they've been cramping issues, because it doesn't look like there's been anything serious for anybody. So the ball is at the 8-yard line now. 1st and 32.
Well, so they must have called 2 personal fouls.
And here comes the handoff. This is Jackson. He has some running room. 20, 25, a little stutter step as he gets up to the 26-yard line. Nice run by Tayshawn Jackson.
Jackson with an 18-yard carry there.
One of the lone bright spots for Uniontown here tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that they called 2 personal foul penalties because, they had the ball in the 30, ended up back on the 8, so it had to be half the distance.
So it's 40-0 Martins Ferry. We have 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 2nd and 14 for the Red Raiders at their own 26. Again, we'll have the running clock in the second half here.
Yeah, it's tough to go through this, and you almost had it last week, correct?
We did, yes. We actually did it, but it was in the third quarter, yes.
Gotcha.
Jackson there, he's going to lose, looks like, almost 5 yards back to the 21 there, trying to go to the right side, but nothing there. The edge was controlled by the Purple Riders.
Yeah, so Jackson picks up a quick, 18, and then loses 5.
That was R.J. Welshans on the stop there for Martins Ferry. 3rd down and 19 coming up now, as we're coming up on the 1-minute mark before the half here. Hinsey out of the shotgun, trips to the left. He's rolling to his left. Now he's running out of room. He's going to throw it, and it's incomplete. The closest receiver was Gavin Radford for Uniontown, so now it'll be 4th and 19. Clock stops with 54 seconds before the half.
Connellsville leads Butler 21-14.
Well, you have to punt. You just got to wonder what Martins Ferry's going to do here. Do they just kind of run out the clock, take a knee? We'll find out.
So it'll be Hunter Smithberger on for the Red Raiders.
For Uniontown, Hunter Smithberger.
Smithberger with about his 4th punt already.
Yeah, he's done a good job, but when the punter is a bright spot. Oh, wow. Bad snap over his head, goes into the end zone. He's going to have to run out of there with it. He tries to kick it, falls on the ground, and he's down at the 1?
Yeah, he should have just kind of stayed in the end zone, taking the safety. So that's going to be a fumble, really, on a turnover on downs, but it's a fumble to go with it.
Yep, the ball is at the 1, Tony.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a 1st and goal from the 1 with 42 seconds to go.
Yeah. Just got to figure out what they're going to do here.
They say when it rains, it pours, and that's what's happening to the Red Raiders here tonight. Just nothing going their way.
Yeah, just a high snap, and Smithberger unable to control it.
So they're going to put the ball at the 2 here. Full house backfield here. And into the end zone for the touchdown. And that was Gunnar Disher, who had the pick 6 earlier in the quarter. And now he adds a touchdown. It's now 46-0.
Yeah, Disher just pretty much walked in.
That's Disher's second touchdown now of the night. The other, as I mentioned, was a 27-yard pick six. That was back at the 4:49 mark of this second quarter.
We'll give him credit for a 2-yard touchdown.
And the extra point is good. So it's now 47-0 in favor of Martins Ferry. We'll take a break here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
Now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor area with a new fence from All Around Fence Company. Conveniently located at 7896 National Pike, Uniontown. All Around Fence has been installing quality residential, commercial, and farm fencing for more than 45 years. Offering residential fencing including chain link, decorative aluminum, steel, and more, All Around Fence has the fence for you. All Around Fence is also your one-stop shop for Neutrina products and also carries livestock, equine, and pet supplies. So if you need to upgrade an existing fence, add a new gate, or are considering the installation of an all-new fence, All Around Fence has the answers you need. Visit them Mondays through Fridays from 8:30 to 5 p.m., Saturdays from 9 to 1, or give them a call at 724-439-0331. To learn more, visit allaroundfence.com.
All right, back here at Bill Powers Stadium. We have a flag on the play here on the kickoff as we return to action, 47-0.
Radford on the return.
Radford on the return for the Red Raiders up to about the 29-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play.
Face mask
on the Purple Riders.
And 24 seconds to go here in this first half. It's going to be a 15-yard walk-off, though, against the Riders. It's only their third penalty of the night. They've got 3 penalties for 25 yards. Red Raiders, on the other hand, have 7 penalties for a total of 63 yards.
So we have 24 seconds to go here in this second quarter. So Uniontown will start at their own 46 now. Shotgun for Hinsey, 2 receivers each way. He's looking now, pressure, running to the left. He'll throw it across the middle, caught by Marcus Evans, and he's going to be up close to that lead stick at the 45. Looks like they'll put him down at the 44 of Martins Ferry. It is a first down.
Yeah, they're going to move the chains. So Uniontown try to make something happen in the last 24 seconds of this first half. Running clock.
Yeah, it is down to 5 seconds. Going to be the last play. High snap. Hinsey gets it, and he had to throw quickly, and it's incomplete. And that's how the first half will end, with Martins Ferry leading Uniontown 47-0. Again, we'll have the mercy rule, the running clock, in the second half. We will come back. We'll have our halftime show, and it is going to be brought to you by Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, and that's on our WMBS YouTube page here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants. Your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926 is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Town. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountant.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish our local football teams and fans the very best in 2025 and remind you that our board-certified gastroenterologists are always here to help you and your family with a wide variety of GI health issues. Lastly, please consider a screening colonoscopy. It's a 30-minute painless test that could save your life.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Halftime here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands High School, all Chartiers Valley up 55-7 over the Mustangs. And our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. First half stats, they're brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, now located in the Health First Medical Center building out at 119 near the Fayette County Fairgrounds. And Steve, on the Laurel Highlands side, the one stat highlight, Nick Crouch, 12 carries, 83 yards, and that one touchdown.
That's pretty good. At least he, like I said, they brought him in there and he showed a spark and got a touchdown. And other than that, did they have turnovers or anything like that?
Well, the Mustangs, of course, committed 3 turnovers. Senefani, 2 fumbles, 3 carries, -5 yards, and those 2 fumbles. In fact, the Mustangs did not complete a pass in that first half. Senefani 0 for 4 in an interception. Crouch was 0 for 2. Aiden Bell had 2 carries for no yards. So other than Crouch, 12 carries, 83 yards, the rest of the stat highlights, really not highlights on the Laurel Highlands side.
Do we have the stats for Char Valley?
I do not. I got those from the Laurel Highlands coaching staff, and we did not have the Char Valley stats. But we can tell you, we, of course, had the first half scoring summary, and you look at Luke Miranda, their quarterback, very impressive numbers. Miranda had runs of 38 and 1 for touchdowns, and also completed TD passes to Holloway for 25 yards, Julius Best and Jack Zarnecki on a 16-yard hookup. So Miranda accounted for 5 touchdowns in that first half, and of course Tayshawn Lewis had touchdown runs of 63 and 64 yards.
Yeah, I mean that's like I said, we talked about it. I mean, have we ever seen touchdown runs that long with that little of defensive players around any of the players? I mean, it was just kind of like a team practicing plays with no defense out there, wasn't it?
I agree. The effort at times was not there for the Mustangs in the first half. And our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the sports medicine team at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Of course, Crosstown not looking good for Uniontown. They're down 47-0 at halftime to Martins Ferry of Ohio. The Mustangs will take on Ringgold next week. They're down 21-0 to Trinity tonight. Carmichael's will battle California on WMBS next week. Carmichael's down 21-0 against Bentworth at halftime, and Seton LaSalle up 21-7 over Waynesburg. Here it's 55-7. Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands. We're back with more at halftime right after this here on WMBS, Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Busy day? Feeling unwell? Don't feel like driving, but need your prescriptions? No worries. Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up your prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Phone 724-626-9600 or visit farmanapharmacy.com. Farmana Pharmacy, prescription care and convenience delivered.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
Hi, come on in. How are you feeling?
when you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
Serving number 3,944.
Mark-On Building Supply has provided the tri-state area with ready-mix concrete and building supplies for decades. Family-owned and operated and built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and exceptional quality, Mark-On is your local leader for ready-mix concrete, precast, lumber, tools, electrical, plumbing, lawn care, and general building supply needs. Visit the store in Markleysburg or call Mark-On today at 724-329-5542. Mark-On Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home building and construction needs.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Mauser's Tire Center has been serving the region for more than 50 years, offering new, used, and recap tires, as well as tire repair. Mauser's is located on Route 40 West at Seawrights Crossroads. Need new tires? Call Mauser's today at 724-245-2410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school football teams a successful and healthy 2025 season.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club saving account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands High School, about a minute away from the start of the third quarter. All Chartiers Valley, a 55-7 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Reminder, coming up next week, Laurel Highlands traveling to Carroll Township to take on the Ringgold Rams at Joe Montana Stadium. On the air with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6, opening kick set for 7. We'll also have video coverage of Carmichael's taking on California on Friday night. Then on Saturday, Uniontown will play their second opponent from the state of Ohio. Ironton, Ohio, coming for the Red Raiders homecoming. 3:30 kickoff, 2:30. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS. Steve will join me on Friday for Laurel Highlands. Tony will be with me on Saturday for the Uniontown Ironton game. And TJ and Tony will have the call of Carmichael's in California for you next Saturday as well. Laurel Highlands to receive the third quarter kickoff, and whistles and flags come in here, Steve, right on the kickoff.
It's got to be offsides.
I'd have to think there. Luke Waldron was...
So I went outside, did a little research, Brian, and it was talked to one of the cheerleading moms, or Belle Distelrath is what they told me, that the girls, young lady's name that sang the national anthem, and she was absolutely terrific.
Yes, they've had great anthem singers here over the year so far. And Belle did a great job here tonight as well. You also mentioned Sarah Reed, the homecoming queen tonight here on Homecoming tonight as well.
How about all
congratulations to Sarah.
Special thanks to the Corvette Club, I guess.
Yes.
Had all the Corvettes. They do that every year.
Here's Jonah Coleman on the kickoff return for the Mustangs. Coleman at the 35 and across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. That's where Laurel Highlands will start. 1st and 10, working left to right as we describe it here to start the third quarter.
See a stream of people out there, Brian. heading for the exits. People getting a head start to go home.
A lot of folks stuck around to watch the band at halftime.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to watch the band.
42-yard line. Mustangs have it there.
Someone asking us on the live stream, who's winning the Peters Township game against Upper St. Clair? That's a random comment. With 11:25 left here in the third quarter. We did not get that halftime score. The Mustangs going to work here out of the shotgun. Let's see if that's Senafani or Crouch. Looks like it's Senafani. Back in as the Mustang quarterback with a handoff up the middle and up to the 48.
Is that Van Meter?
For a 6-yard run is Easton Van Meter, the freshman.
Boy, he's a good-looking back.
Yes. I think he really have an opportunity to develop here over the next couple of years.
Gain of 5, second down 5.
I officially gave him 5 there, so it's 2nd and 5.
On the Laurel Highlands, 47.
He's now to the left of Senafani in the backfield. Twin receivers to the near side. Single coverage out to the far side on the 2nd and 5 for the Mustang 38. A delayed handoff that time to Van Meter. He lost the football. It came out like a hot potato, and Chartiers Valley's on it. And they'll look to bring it back here on the run back. I think it was Lawrence that picked it up. He'll take it back to the 32. And that's where Char Valley will start 1st and 10. So the Mustangs coughing up here early on in the third quarter, down 55-7. Chartiers Valley getting the football back. When we come back, 55-7. Colts over the Mustangs are back at 30. Change of possession here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Over on down.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Back here at Mustang Field, Owen Weagraff, who ended the second quarter as the quarterback for Chartiers Valley, out there to start the third. Will hand it off to Zachary Ephemitis, and Ephemitis hit at the line, was trying to keep it alive. They're giving him a little bit of forward progress, too, down to the 31.
It's a good thing they blew that dead because everybody was kind of converging in there, and he squirted out of there, and there was the right sideline was empty.
They officially gave him a yard, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. Ephemitis, a 5'10", 165-pound junior.
The officials are well in tune with what's going on out there. They're trying to get this thing, keep it friendly and keep it. And both teams have been pretty. Hasn't been too much.
It has not been a chippy game tonight, like some games we saw earlier on this season. A run here on the near side. That's going to be Keegan McCabe.
Couple younger kids getting a chance to show what they can do.
Able to take it down to the 28. 8:26 left here in the third quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 5 now for the Mustang 28. And they're trying to shuffle up backs now. Here late in the game.
Saw a kid walk by with one of your pretzels that you like, Brian.
Yes, always like those soft pretzels. Now they have 23 in there. That's Braden Stern. And Stern on the far side of 1st down. A little stiff arm inside the 15, taken down to the 10. Stern picking up 18 there on the Chartiers Valley run. Stern, a junior, 5'8", 150 pounds.
The minus on the carry.
Well, the Chartiers fans are still here, and they drove all the way down here. It's probably an hour, so they're not going to leave early.
We had some big numbers, Steve, on the online stream of that Uniontown game against Martins Ferry. Had that on here as well. A lot of folks from Ohio checking out that game. Appreciate them.
I thought it was Harper's Ferry, you said. Is it Harper's Ferry or Martins Ferry?
I think it's Martins Ferry. I'm sorry if I said Harper's earlier. I was wrong. It's Martins Ferry, Ohio.
That's a little different part of the state, right? That's over in that little sliver up by
Belmont County, Ohio.
Okay.
Ephemitis got that carry and lost 3 back to the 16. Again, Uniontown found out about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon that Martins Ferry was playing them today.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down, 13.
And to credit them coming all the way out. They were actually supposed to host Brownsville. today. And then Brownsville, they're having some issues with injuries. And
wow, think about the logistics there, getting all the parents and tell everybody, hey, oh, by the way, we're not playing the home game. We're going to Uniontown, which is an hour and a half away.
Well, they were supposed to, I think, have their homecoming game as well, and I saw some posts online. They're going to have homecoming and senior night on the same night, and that's going to be another impressive run for a Chartiers Valley touchdown. Seth McCabe.
They're going to throw a flag. Yeah, he spiked the ball. Meaningless flag, but
well, the touchdown should still stand.
Yep.
And it goes a 16-yard touchdown run for McCabe. Increased the lead now to 61-7.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
We'll double check the flag here.
Yeah, just kid got a little excited. He's a younger kid in there, and he jumped up in the air, a little spike. What do you think of the Steelers' chances?
Not good.
No?
No. I mean, Tomlin never has them prepared, and then you got to go to Ireland. Probably more reason to not be prepared. Will you agree?
Yeah, but you never know. But I was listening and driving around all week working and listening to one of those sports shows up in Pittsburgh, and they seem to be really, gung-ho about winning it for the Roonies, and, that's a big deal for them.
First game in Ireland.
Yeah. So they think there's going to be some extra motivation, which I that always kind of cracks me up. Like if you're playing in a game, you should be motivated every game. Shouldn't be a little extra, right? I mean, you should be trying to win, every time you go out there. But
we'll see what happens. The only other time they played an international game in Europe in the regular season, they played Minnesota and lost about 10 years ago.
Well, but Minnesota, their quarterback's out. They got what Carson Wentz is playing, so you never know what's going to happen.
There's Waldron on for the extra point. They took a timeout before the extra point, and a line drive kick here is through. So it's 62-7. Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands, down out of 5:50 left here in the third, and we're back at 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township. Best wishes for a great season from Jason Scott, who would appreciate your vote for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Back here at Mustang Field, you had that penalty after the touchdown on the run from McCabe for spiking the football, so push the kickoff back to the 25 as Waldron will send it away. And it'll be actually same team there, Nick Crouch along with Evan Lyon battling for the football, and finally Crouch able to take it away and take it down inside the Chartiers Valley 45-yard line, so the Mustangs will have good field position.
Coach Hogger below you there.
He always comes to the football games.
Yep. Coach Smith was here too.
Yep,
he comes.
All good supporters.
Coach K goes to the Uniontown games usually, doesn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think his daughter's a cheerleader over there as well. I believe his son, though, is still enrolled in the Laurel Highlands district. Senafani out of the shotgun. Aiden Bell off to his left. Mustangs looking for some third quarter points, down 55. And it'll be Bell getting the carry here on the near side, and Bell able to get 4 down to the 41, was wrestled down there by Najee Robleski, the 6'1", 172-pound junior. Still at halftime of the Martins Ferry Uniontown game at 47-0.
Wow, just tough outcomes tonight, huh?
Yeah, 109-7 combined. I did the math right between the two schools this evening. That is not good. 2nd and 6.
Yep.
Senafani to Bell again on the far side. And what he picked up on first down and lose that. And then some here on second down. Back to the 46. Be third down and 11. And Steve, the unfortunate part of this is I think the schedule is going to get just as tough for Laurel Highlands here the rest of the way. You're going to have a road game against a much improved Ringgold team next week, then home games against Trinity and Bell Vernon before traveling to Thomas Jefferson to end the season.
And the other unfortunate thing is I don't think the score surprised anybody up here in the press box.
No, I think coming in, we had a feeling it might get like this, and actually got there maybe a little bit quicker than we thought as Bell takes this one up the middle, down to the 40. It'll be fourth down and 5. In this position on the field, you'd have to think the Mustangs will just go for it. With 2:14 left on a running clock here in the third quarter.
Well, they really haven't let him throw the ball down the field much. I mean, they're just trying to basically keep the ball, I mean, it doesn't matter. The clock's going to run anyway.
4th and 5. Senafani on the far side will pull it down, and he'll get 2. But will not pick up the first down, so the Mustangs.
Welcome to varsity football there, huh?
Mustangs turn it over on down. Char Valley will get it back up 62-7. 1:40 left here in the third. We're back at 60 on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Are you ready to indulge in the best pizza around? Are you looking for a lunch or dinner spot with all your favorite Italian classics coupled with mouth-watering daily specials? Then it's time to visit 2G Brothers Pizza, located at 123 Matthew Drive in Uniontown. Specials and customer favorites include Thursday's Sicilian-style pizza and Saturday's chicken parmesan. Call 724-439-5600 today and let 2G Brothers handle the rest. Your taste buds will be glad you did.
Char Valley taking over on downs. We'll hand it off here to Ephemitis, and Ephemitis stopped for a loss on the play. Good pursuit there by the Mustangs. I said Green. I thought it was Elijah Washington that was there on the tackle. Nonetheless, loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13, final 30 seconds of this third quarter. Colts up 62-7. And the play clock right now at 15, so we'll have to snap it here for one final play to end the third. And the handoff up the middle going to Dominic Calabria. And Calabria getting maybe a yard, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. So through 3 here at Mustang Field at Laurel Highlands High School. Chartiers Valley 62 and Laurel Highlands 7. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Fraver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group. 724-437-9812 or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4-HRT, or visit wvumedicine.org/heart.
Back here at Mustang Field, they're honoring the Mustang team from 1989 during homecoming as a screen pass complete here. That's Easton Staub taking it down to the Mustang 38-yard line. So a gain of 24 there for another Chartiers Valley first down. What's interesting, Steve, about that 1989 team, it was led by Jimmy Smith, a running back who actually picked up 2,000 yards rushing that season. Was the first back in WPIAL history to go over 2,000 yards rushing in a single season. Also had a 400-plus yard rushing game against Southmoreland that year as well. Fortunately, Jimmy was planning on going to West Virginia, but his life tragically cut short before he had an opportunity to continue his football career. A 7-yard run there on first down for Chartiers Valley, with that run going to Braden Stern. Be 2nd and 3. And I wasn't around the area, Steve, back in 1989, but talking to the mayor of Hopwood, Tony Hanula, earlier in the week, he said that he thinks Smith is the most impressive Mustang he's ever seen. If I turn up your mic,
yeah,
I'll maybe get a response
say,
from you.
trying to talk to you. I was getting ready to text you.
That's what happens at 62-7, right?
62-7, folks, and we're not next to each other.
No,
I'm down.
Steve is on the far side of the booth. We have Daniel O'Neill is now doing our camera here for the second half, and then Jason Taylor and Vince Capozzi in between. Yeah. Both have our own little booths here today. And I have to send Daniel out happy birthday wishes. He turned 17 coming up on Sunday. He's a member of both the Laurel Highlands golf team, Steve, and the soccer team during the fall season, staying busy. He's recovering from a bruised sternum suffered in a soccer match this past Monday against Connellsville.
So he plays soccer and golf in the same season.
Correct.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. Inside run there from Dominic Calabria. And Calabria, a first down to the 25. With 9:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Char Valley up 62-7. Told you what's coming up next for Laurel Highlands, and on the Chartiers Valley side of things, looking at their schedule in the next couple of weeks ahead. Of course, all these pages stick together when I try to pull that up as they get a run of 2 here. So for the Colts next week, they'll host Bell Vernon, then travel to Trinity, and then have home games against Thomas Jefferson and Ringgold to end the season. But I'm looking forward to that Char Valley Thomas Jefferson game on October 17th. Char Valley has the Jags at home.
I mean, they've been impressive. We just don't know. You know, it's hard to tell, right? I mean, just the way the Mustangs defensively looked. It's just not a lot of pushback, was there?
No, I agree with you there. It's Calabria, a run on the far side, taking this down to the 15-yard line, gain of 8, with 8:26 left on a running clock. I have to thank Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair and M&R Transit for sponsoring our video stream tonight. Reminder to stay tuned after the game for the True Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. For folks on the radio side, we'll get you out to the end of that Martins Ferry Uniontown game. Uniontown getting on the scoreboard in the third quarter on our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the sports medicine team of the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. It's 47-7. Flag on the play here. Couple of flags come in on that run from Chase Glover, as Glover takes it down right around the 5-yard line.
Glover on the carry.
I'm thinking it's probably coming back.
Yep.
They're still running the clock here, which is good as well to kind of move things along here late.
I think that was instructed by Billy Beaner, probably up here. I think it's Jason does the clock, right, Taylor?
Correct. End of 3, Steve. Thomas Jefferson up 7-3 over Bell Vernon.
Wow, the Leopards hanging in there.
Leopards hanging in there. Leopards, a lot of folks were saying we're down a little bit this year, down in numbers, but you know, I think if you're Char Valley and you look at that score, that's certainly a good thing for the future. There's our recorder of deeds in front of us, John
the Hillbilly.
That's the Hillbilly.
The Hillbilly.
Down there. The Mustangs all over that. Handoff there to Anthony Squires. Squires stopped for a 2-yard loss on the play back to the 28. That'll bring up 4th down and 13.
Our good buddy Chris Edenfield's coaching I think he's the defensive coordinator for the Leopards this year.
Nice.
And there's a couple former local ties there. I remember, was it Scott Nee? Was it?
Yes, he was over there for some time.
He's still the offensive coordinator, I believe.
Okay. I know Frank Messino was there, and he moved over to Southmoreland. I was talking to Frank when the Mustangs took on the Scotties a couple of weeks ago. Of course, he's the Southmoreland basketball coach.
He's been the basketball coach forever, right?
Yep. So it just kind of made sense to coach football and basketball at the same school instead of flopping around as the Mustangs hold the Colts there on down. So Laurel Highlands will take the football back with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Char Valley leading Laurel Highlands 62-7. We're back in 30 on the Sierra Parada Group High School Sports Night.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers a variety of affordable services, traditional, cremation with viewing and simple cremation, plus warmth, convenience, and ample parking. And they are ready to assist you. Best wishes to all of our local teams from the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands going back to work. Senafani, the quarterback. Pitch going over here on the near side to Cale Cole, and Cole stopped for a loss back to the 22. Loss of 3 on the play to bring up second down and 13.
Senafani's pass is complete.
I wonder if they're playing a JV game tomorrow.
I think they have one scheduled. It would be up at Char Valley, now whether they're going to play it or not. A lot of these younger players getting action here today.
They're getting a lot of action tonight.
Lots of 4 on the play.
And to me, that has to be rough after playing a varsity game on a Friday, coming back. And all the schools do it.
Right.
But coming back Saturday morning and playing JV football. Just to kind of, get your body up and moving, especially a lot of these kids were playing on a Friday night. Senafani in traffic, pass deflected away, falls incomplete. Closest receiver in the vicinity on the Mustang side there was Owen Baker, 38. Third and long now with 4:20 to play. He had a great crowd here for homecoming tonight as well. That's why it's kind of sad to see the way this game has ended up here at 62-7.
Like a lot of people left, and usually there's a line of cars going down the ramp there out of the facility, and there's no cars there now.
Yes.
So everybody's either left already or they're staying.
They usually get that. You had some folks leaving even in the first and second quarter when it got really bad, and then right after the band finished up, you had a big walk to the exits. Now here on 3rd and 14, shot down the field, no one home. Almost picked off there on the Char Valley side by Santino Valentine.
Yeah, right in his hands, just dropped it.
It'll be 4th down. The Mustangs probably just bring the punting unit out here. 62-7. And where do you go from here, Steve, if you're Laurel Highlands? That's going to be a tough question.
Yeah. Especially when you got teams like TJ coming up.
I mean, you've gotten absolutely throttled now 4 weeks in a row.
There's no punter back there, Brian. Oh, here we go.
It's going to be Nairn coming out. Play clock down to 9, so they'll have to hurry this one along. They're going to reset it now. Jackson back out there. The snap coming back. Play was whistled down.
Timeout. Mustangs.
Mustangs will take a timeout.
Why would they waste a timeout now?
They will take it as well. 2:53 to play. 62-7. Char Valley over Laurel Highlands here in the Sierra Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Derby Riverside Ford announces the C Ford in a new light sales event. Check out these special deals.
The 2025 new Ford F-150 XLT Hybrid 4x4 has 3.9% for 60 months plus $3,000 in retail bonus cash. How about the best-selling SUV in America? The 2025 new Ford Explorer has 3.9% for 60 months plus $1,500 open bonus cash. And the king of all trucks, the new 2025 Super Duty XL 4x4 has 3.9% for 60 months or $1,500 retail customer cash.
It's time to see Ford in a new light. Did I mention the new 2025 Ford Maverick Crew Cab XL all-wheel drive starting at just $29,065?
Derby's Riverside Ford, your 26-time Ford Presidential Award-winning dealer, located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Hurry, offer ends September 30th. Ford Motor Credit financing required. See Joey, Jimmy, Sammy, or Ashley for your Derby deal.
Mustangs Jackson Nairn sends the punt away. He'll get down here at midfield. And Char Valley will take over the Mustang 49 with 2:28 left on a running clock. If you folks on the radio side, as soon as this game wraps up, take a quick break, get you out to the finish of the Uniontown game tonight against Martins Ferry.
This game will wrap up in 2 minutes 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yes, barring anything crazy happening. And then we'll have our recap for you folks on the radio side once that game wraps up. You folks on the video side, we take a little break, and then we'll do a quick little recap here as well. Have our play of the game brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, and a couple of stat highlights for you as well. And on the Mustangs side, there haven't been too many highlights, as Dominic Calabria there picking up 2 down to the Mustang 47. So again, it'll be Laurel Highlands and Ringgold next week at Joe Montana Stadium.
How's Ringgold?
Improved. They were 3-2 entering play today. They were taking on Trinity. I think at last check, Trinity was up 21-7 over Ringgold.
Well, that's going to be the best chance the Mustangs are going to have for another win, right?
Yeah. And that'll probably tell us how the final 3 weeks will go. And good pursuit for the Mustangs defensively. There's Calabria losing a few. Back to the Char Valley 47. So Laurel Highlands will drop to 2-4, 4 straight losses by wide margins. And Char Valley will pick up their 5th straight win. Again, on the Char Valley side, they'll host Bell Vernon next week. And the Leps playing a competitive game with Thomas Jefferson tonight. And if Carl's back next week, we'll have him with the camera up on the roof at Ringgold. We'll see if he can make it up some of those steps too, Steve, with 34 seconds left. And another handoff to Calabria. That might be the final play of the game.
It is. No, there's...
Players going to line up, and that'll do it.
And Billy Beaner just said that call it a night.
So 62-7, ugly here tonight. Chartiers Valley knocking off Laurel Highlands. Folks, on the radio side, again, we'll have a recap for you as soon as the Uniontown game ends. Take a quick break, get you out to the end of that contest. And again, for the folks on the video side, stay tuned. We'll have a quick little recap as well. Here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night, 62-7, Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands.
Now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor area with a new fence from All Around Fence Company. Conveniently located at 7896 National Pike, Uniontown. All Around Fence has been installing quality residential, commercial, and farm fencing for more than 45 years. Offering residential fencing including chain link, decorative aluminum, steel, and more.
We are ready. We'll do 2 segments. First with the play of the game.
You got me?
Yeah, we'll do 2 segments. First with the play of the game, then we'll do a recap. Yep.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands High School, our post-game show, and we'll have our recap, starting first with our play of the game, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. And Steve, I'm voting for the play that set the tone in this game, Tayshawn Lewis. We actually lost the radio, so we're going to have to reconnect there in just a second. As they would say, Steve, in the old wide world of sports days, that's a complete redo.
Yeah.
IWMPS.
We lost the feed there, Nick.
All right. We help injured workers to make sure they receive the benefits they're entitled to by law. Call us 724-439-3939. Francis Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands High School, 62-7 your final score. The Chartiers Valley Colts knocking off the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We'll start the post-game show and take a look at some of our final stats brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, located in the Health First Medical Center building, on Route 119 near the Fayette County Fairgrounds. And the stat highlights for the Mustangs: Nick Crouch, 14 carries, 81 yards, and that 1 touchdown. Other than that, Stevie, Aiden Bell, 5 carries for 6 yards. Senafani, 4 carries for -3. Van Meter, 2 for 5. Cole, 1 for -4. And the Mustangs did not complete a pass today. Senafani 0 for 6 and an INT. Nick Crouch 0 for 2. So other than Crouch going 14 carries for 81 yards, there was not much there on the offensive side for Laurel Highlands tonight.
There was nothing at all. Unfortunately, just a tough night, and it was as tough as the offense was to get any yards. The defense was probably worse, Brian. It just it looked like Chartiers were running plays against air. Really, it just a couple runs, just guys went untouched and no effort to even go near them. It was pretty unbelievable to watch, to be honest with you.
Now for our play of the game, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Plenty of play highlights tonight, especially on the Chartiers Valley side, but we'll have our play of the game as the play that set the tone, the 63-yard touchdown run by Tayshawn Lewis that came just 18 seconds into the game. And Lewis, Steve, would end up having a pretty good night. Not only that 63-yard run, but also tacked on a 64-yard touchdown run that made it 48-7. And Luke Miranda, accounting for 5 touchdowns, had 2 touchdown runs and 3 touchdown passes to Zarnecki, Best, and Holloway.
Yeah, just like I said, they were doing whatever they wanted, and against not much defensive pressure, it was going to be a pretty easy bus ride home for the Colts.
So again, your final score here tonight, 62-7. Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands. Are back with a final word from Mustang Field in just a moment here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. All right, Nick, this will be segment 2 coming down in 3, 2, and 1. Back wrapping things up tonight at Mustang Field at Laurel Highlands High School. Chartiers Valley a 62-7 win over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs tonight. Chartiers Valley, their 5th win in a row. They improved to 5-1 on the season. The loss, the 4th straight for Laurel Highlands, drops the Mustangs to 2-4. Again, Chartiers Valley will host Belverna next week. Laurel Highlands on the road at Ringgold taking on the Rams. And it might be another tough game for the Mustangs next Friday.
I think they're all going to be tough, Brian. You know, in this conference, you know, there's not going to be any easy outs for sure, and it's going to be. They're just going to have to, kind of buckle up the chin straps and try to make something happen.
So 62-7, your final score here tonight. Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands. Reminder, along with that Mustang game with Ringgold next week, we'll also have video coverage of Carmichael's hosting California action in the Tri-County South. Uniontown will be back in action a week from tomorrow against Ironton, Ohio, their second straight opponent from the Buckeye State. That'll be Uniontown's homecoming game, 3:30 start, 2:30 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS. Steve, enjoyed working with you as always. Unfortunately, the result not great on the Laurel Highlands side.
Well, Brian, it's fun, and at least we had absolutely beautiful and calm weather. It was a nice night to be watching high school football, but like you said, other than the result, but everything else was pretty good.
Yes, and again, I have to thank, it was a stressful day. We didn't really have camera people coming into the day, but had some folks certainly step up. I have to thank Amy Keffer and Daniel O'Neill here running the camera for us for the Mustang game, and Paul Jeffries helping out as well, running the camera for that Uniontown game against Martins Ferry as well. And wish the best to Carl Childs, and Billy had some other things pop up today as well. Hope Carl gets better, and I think we'll have Carl and Billy both back with us next week, which will certainly be a big help. But again, I appreciate everyone's cooperation getting the games on the air. A lot of folks like to complain, Steve, about the band not being on and all this other stuff, but there was a point at some point earlier on today, I wasn't even sure we'd have high school football on, but luckily some folks able to step up and help us out with the camera.
Yeah, it was pretty. There's a lot more to it than people realize,
yes.
And I'm fortunate enough. I just come in right before we go on the air because I'm working all day. But you're out here at 2, 3. We make fun of you, Tony and I make fun of you, but you're out here at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon getting ready for these games. It's a long day.
Yeah, TJ and I actually had to go down to Uniontown. I had to help him set up down there, then came over here, so it was a long day. Unfortunately, the results not the way we wanted for the Fayette County teams, but certainly appreciate everyone's cooperation. And also Nick Barczyk as well, holding down the fort. He came back in to work early today down at the station as well to help TJ out. And if it wasn't for Nick, we wouldn't get these games on the air either. So Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Well, Steve, I'll see you next Friday.
Next Friday, where we're going to Ringgold, right?
Ringgold, yeah.
Yep, okay.
62-7, Chartiers Valley over Laurel Highlands. Thanks again to everyone who made it possible. For Steve Suprick, Daniel O'Neill, Amy Keffer, Nick Barczyk, this is Brian Morozek. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score, Chartiers Valley 62 and Laurel Highlands 7. So long, everybody.